back to the High Bulletin, hosted by yours truly, Ralph Mentor. I'm very, very sorry for the delay. It's been 2 weeks since my last episode, but we're in the midst of the NBA offseason, so I ain't got much to talk about there. And it's only week 1, now week 2 of the NFL season, so I didn't want to jump too arbitrarily onto any overreactions, good or bad, mind you. Those Philadelphia Eagles look pretty bad on Monday night, towards the end at least, but I'm sure I'll get into it. But today I have a very, very special guest for me. I've been hyping them up throughout the past couple episodes, bringing them in and all. I've been really busy with his predictions, talking football, watching film, and all too as well. So let me give him his due introduction. Also, today's episode, I have a guest residing in the South Jersey area, originally from the California area, a big San Francisco 49er, a big Los Angeles Laker, a big Los Angeles Dodger, and I believe, he'll correct me, I believe a Los Angeles Kings fan too as well, but a big fan of the Los Angeles teams, and he'll tell you the only reason why I'm a 49er fan because there were no football teams growing up in California, but I'm sure he'll tell you. But again, this individual I've been talking sports with, especially NFL, over the past couple of years. Again, another individual I got introduced to in Spotify Live Green Room, which ended, again, I'll reiterate, ended its run last year and all. But the back and forth that I relate to, that I talked about with Lucas Gaynor and my Kevin Durant take back in 22, it was in his room in Spotify Live Room where we had this little back and forth and all. But now you can catch him hosting 265 Media Football podcast. I'll have that link in my description throughout this episode and all. And you can also catch him on Twitter Spaces hosting the Good Morning Vince Saiz Sports Show. And all too as well every weekday. Every morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central, 6 a.m. Pacific. And also, without further ado, I'd like to introduce Vince Saiz to the Hype Bulletin podcast. Welcome to the podcast, Vince.
Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Good evening. And thank you, Rob, for the introduction. And I'm excited to be on your show in the High Bulletin board, Ralph Mentor. And I always invite you to my shows, and I think when I invite you to my shows, I motivate you to do a podcast, and you're doing really good, Ralph Mentor. So listen, I love you entertaining my show, especially on your shows as well. But listen, we always gonna keep it real for the audience as well. I love how I met you at locker room / green room. But yeah, man, me and you grind on the Vince Saiz show, and obviously 260. I got a show tomorrow with my guy co-host with Ben Fair. By the way, Ben Fair he's all DMV Commanders except for the Wizards. Laugh out loud. But he's a fan of basketball. Yeah, but he's a Bama fan. Yeah, God bless his heart. He would never. I mean, hey, Troy Reaver is the advisory for the Wizards. So there you go. That's his place for the Wizards for you. No, but seriously, and Ralph got my teams right. I was born in California. I'm always gonna be all L.A., except for football. I think Ralph got that right because when I was living in California, there was no L.A. football team when I was there. So I'm always going to be all California. At least Ralph's all Boston because he lived there. So there you go. Always going to love his Boston team, which I respect. But no, seriously, man, I got a football show tomorrow. It's episode 112 on the Riverside. And no, Ralph, I think this is my first episode with you on Riverside, on your episode, because listen, man, I'm not gonna lie, I love Riverside. I used to podcast on Podcasters, but I got an iPro Pro Max, and apparently it's not working on the Pro Max. But I'll just say this: I went to headquarters, not really. I went to Twitter, and they told me it's not working on the Pro Max anymore. So I'm like, I'm not.
What's a Pro Max? What's a Pro Max? While I'm interrupting you for real quick, what's a Pro Max?
The iPhone 15 Pro Max, the phone.
Oh, okay. I haven't updated yet, so I'm kind of slow right now with that.
Yeah. So it is what it is. But I like this one better because you can mute yourself. You know what I mean? Yep. In the other app, you couldn't mute yourself. So I like this one better. And yeah, I'm grinding with it. So hopefully sometime it outplays my show sometimes. Because sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. 3 weeks ago I was waiting for a show with my guy Tate, and it hasn't. It's still apparently progressing. Apparently, laugh out loud. And now
that's terrible.
I know.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
But guess what, Rob Mentor said, watch. In 2027 it's going to be uploaded. Laugh out loud. No, listen, I'm getting ready.
That's how it works. No, that's how it works, man.
Exactly,
as soon as you got another 100 episodes on your podcast, it'll finally pop out.
Thank you.
Use it as a lost episode type of thing and all too as well.
Facts. But let me see. Did I be surprised if me and Rob do a show with me and JB tomorrow because JB's really entertaining. So that's why I got JB for this. But no, but seriously, man, I thank you for shouting out my show. And man, listen, man, I'm grinding. Shout out to my boss, the Den Artest, because I've been working on this network that I do a football show and / NBA if we want to, / NBA as well, because it's my damn show as well. But go ahead, yes, keep going.
I'm not misspeaking. This is Dan Artest, family of Ron Artest, correct? Just for the podcast. Am I forcing you by saying that?
Sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
And
sir.
I've had
He also does WNBA, but yes, go ahead.
Yep, yeah, I know that's his main thing and all too as well. For the guests and all, Vince Saiz is a popular dude, my people, and he's not lying. Our grinding, especially with him, talking football with him last year on Twitter and all, definitely motivated me to start a podcast and all. So he's not overstretching saying that too as well. Him and obviously Andrew Jones on his overall show on Twitter too as well. These guys talking football or any type of sport over the past couple of years on a weekly basis and all too as well has definitely been refreshing for me and definitely inspirational why I started this podcast and all. So that's my man Vince Saiz and all. There's plenty of football I definitely want to get into and all, but since it's the first time of him on the episode post this 2023-2024 Boston Celtics champion season, we did mention that this is a Laker fan, but this man does love his basketball just as much as his football, and you guys will see it moving forward and all too as well. But Vince, I wanted to give you a chance to have a little preview of what you saw from the Western Conference in the offseason, in the Eastern Conference in the offseason and all. We'll start on your bracket of the Western Conference and all. We saw how OKC brought in Alex Caruso and Isaiah Hartenstein, which you kind of called out throughout the end of the postseason and all. We're seeing Minnesota adding Dillingham and Terrence Shannon and all too as well. The Sacramento Kings added DeMar DeRozan. Denver lost KCP too as well and all. So as a Laker fan, you know how I feel about your Lakers, and even though we got a little rivalry and all, I don't see this team being a playoff team, but if LeBron is healthy and they're able to get into the play-in situation, they're going to make a lot of noise. And we all saw how Anthony Davis played in the Paris Olympics. If he can double up what he did last season in the Paris Olympics, Lakers are going to make noise. I'll be fair there and all, depending how things shake out in the West. But looking at the Western Conference and these moves I just mentioned and all, and the other countless moves I'm pretty sure and all, and I know you got a Laker move you're excited about too as well. How do you feel moving forward in the Western Conference? How do you Lakers shake up? Who do you see being the 1 or 2 seed? Do you still see OKC, Minnesota there? How do you see the Western Conference in the NBA after these offseason moves?
Green lucky. Shout out to the purple and gold. No, I'm just joking. I mean, me and Black Mentor, it's the best rivalry in sports.
Yes, sir. Sir.
To keep it real with you, no, the West. You know what? I'm just see we're old school, and I'm happy about the small market teams are getting better and better and better because, listen, I'm a Lakers fan, you're a Celtic fan. Listen, I love seeing a small market team succeed and drafting well. So for me, as a Laker fan, the West is deep, man. I mean, it's going to be a grind. Hopefully everybody stays healthy. It sucks for Gigi Jackson, man. But, no, seriously, the Thunder did improve, and to me, they should be number one, in my opinion, as long as they stay healthy. Minnesota, I love Rob Dillingham. But, again, we can't trust him. And, it's so funny. The guy is so young. I want to say his name.
I know you do. Go ahead.
Listen, to me, it's funny about, his height. We know he has the height. It's just I'm trying to be nice here because this guy said he changed the league in his podcast. But no. Listen, when he's hot from three, he's hot from three. But it's just Cat, it's just I get frustrated with Cat, bro, because I feel like he's got the mentality sometimes, but sometimes he has goofy sometimes. Shout out to my boy Kevin Vance. No, but seriously, I do love that team. I do. I know they lost Cat Anderson, but I love their GM. He came from Denver. I do think Denver misses him a lot. I mean, shout out to Alex Rodriguez and ownership for hiring this man as the GM. But no, but seriously, that GM is building it well. Rob Dillingham is going to learn from Mike Conley for sure. No, but I love this team as long as they're healthy. But to me, what's very itchy with this team is going to be Cat. Cat's going to be the man, and Tessum being the man.
Yep.
No,
and
but he's got to show us, bro. He's got to show us.
And I'll give you.
Yeah.
No, I'll give you Rudy, too, as well. Questions about him in the playoffs, too, as well. We kind of saw it, too, as well.
Yeah,
but no, it's a fair question about Cat and all. You're not lying. We all, we talk about this a lot about Cat and all. You're not lying about Cat. 1,500 shots after a playoff game, and no one's believing him and all, too, as well. So, no.
Yeah.
You're on point with it. But no, give me what else do you see there?
I just hope Rudy Gobert doesn't cause COVID again. No, seriously.
This man.
Oh, man. But, no, seriously. Watch out for that team for sure. Now, what you told me to go talk about the other teams?
Who do you talk about the other teams? So I know you liked Memphis and all. You're going to be very interested if John Moran stays healthy. They added Zach Edey and all too. I know you like them, but other teams they have prospects about too as well. I know you like the Kings too as well.
Yes.
And you can talk about the teams that you don't like, and with the KCP move, I'm interested how you feel about Denver and all. So yeah, no, but you don't have to go through a list.
Yeah.
What teams what off-season moves did you like out of the West and all? I have no pressure giving me a list right now. Honestly, it's only September. It's only September.
I mean, it's the LA rivalry with the so-called the Warriors because I love Steph Curry. I love Draymond Green, but let's keep it a bean, Rob. I mean, Kyle Anderson was probably their best move. Buddy Hield, we know what he is. He's a good shooter, but we know he's not good on defense. And it's so funny that, I'm so grateful that, Curry got his fourth ring, 3 years ago. And then, that was probably his last championship. And it's such to say because we love Steph Curry. But I don't like their moves at all. I mean, the only move I like was Kyle Anderson. And I think, and let's keep it a beam, Rob. I think this team cannot beat the big teams. And you saw it last year. They couldn't barely beat Utah. They cannot beat us when healthy. So, I mean, I'm just going to keep it real. Unless they get another guy, I just don't see this team doing anything. I think Steph Curry has got to be Steph Curry has to be healthy for this team to make the playoffs. I don't even think they're a play-in team. So that's just my opinion. Now, the other teams, I'm proud of what the Spurs did. I love the leadership with Chris Paul. We saw even if he's not the real CB3, I know it's Candace Parker with the real rings. But listen. Even though this man should have been a Laker 10 years ago, damn it, RIP.
You're not lying. As a Celtics fan, you're not lying about that trade. No, they played you. They played you big time.
I'll just say this. They didn't want Kobe to pass Jordan. Whatever. Okay. RIP. No, seriously.
F. Donald Sterling, too, as well on that one. F. Donald Sterling as well. Facts. I know he had something to do with that, but now go ahead.
Facts. Thank you. No, in all seriousness, though. No, that's going to be a good team to watch, though, man, because we love Wemby.
I agree.
We know the Spurs can draft, and
they added Harrison Barnes, too, as well, in the offseason, too, as well. So, no.
Hopefully,
we have our questions with him. So.
Ralph, mentor. Hopefully, he can make his shot because in college he can make his threes.
Yeah.
See, there's a reason why the Warriors let him go because if he makes his threes, they probably beat the Cavaliers in Game 7.
In 2016. Yep.
That's not nor here nor there. I know what Harrison Barnes is. He's a good role player, but not at the right moment. So in college he was good. All right, now with that being said, no, I love this team though. I really do love this team, but. This guy Pop want to be like Belichick. This man, listen, RIP to his wife, and obviously he wants to keep coaching. If you want to keep coaching, keep on going, and set out to Becky Hammond because he's Becky Hammond, Ime Udoka because that's probably the best coaches for his assistants he's ever had. I'll give him that. But no, this team's gonna be fun, man. I mean, Spurs fans enjoy this. I think the guy at the point guard, the guy from UConn, he's gonna do well for them. Hopefully he stays healthy. You know what I mean, bro? Because we thought they were going to get Trey. Yeah, we thought they were going to get Trey Young. Well, no. Obviously, thank God. See, this is why you can't buy rumors until Woj and Shams say something, right? Because we see other reporters a fake account, which call like it is, bro. Wow. Because some reporters want to get the story, but we'll just leave it at that. No, but seriously, in all seriousness, I do like this roster. We'll see if they make the play-in. I do think they have a chance as long as Chris Paul stays healthy. Which it's like. It's hard to say because he's older, you know what I mean? And
he doesn't have to do too much. The Warriors kind of dependent on him. Obviously, the Houston teams, the OKC teams, they depend on with Wemby being held back the way, if Greg Popovich wants to give him more than 25 minutes a game and all, he should be playing at least over 32 minutes. If he's, if he is what he's supposed to be, best player on the court, all you got to do is be some type of role player and all. CP3 can fit in something well there. Maybe take some, pressure off his legs and all. Maybe play a 50-game, 55-game season and have a true role with them. But no, I like that team a lot, honestly. They're a sneaky team and all. Wemby should have won Defensive Player of the Year, if not just got more consideration than Bam maybe should have won, and finally give Rudy Gobert the top 3, if not just not put him there, and put AD in top 3 at least.
I agree. The real Defensive Player of the Year, Wemby, AD, and Bam. Yes.
And Bam. Those are the real defensive players right now. But I love your Spurs pick, honestly. It's probably one of my favorite teams going into the season, honestly.
Yes.
It's just on Wemby, honestly. Like, how great can it be in year 2? And if you can do anything what LeBron did in his year 2 and all, it shouldn't be surprising that this team's a play-in team and battling for a playoff spot. Not play-in team from 7 to 10. I don't think this team can be top 6. but definitely
Yeah.
a 9-10 team possibly, and then make some noise after you win a game or two, and then get into the playoffs.
Yeah.
But any other ones before we get to the Lakers?
I won't mention this team, even though Laker fans don't. I don't know why they don't like this team because they're literally nothing, and because we know the rivalry is with the Celtics. But my thing is, why even hate this team because they're irrelevant. And the team I have to mention because I love their coach because his agent is Clutch Sports, and I thought we were going to get him, but no, he is a player's coach, and I respect him, even though he hasn't won since LeBron. I mean, shit, we can make a lot of jokes, right? Right, Ralph Mentor? I mean, shit, Rick Carlisle hasn't won. Rick Carlisle hasn't won since Dirk, right? I mean, shit, Spoelstra hasn't won since LeBron, right? I mean, we can make all jokes, goddammit. But anyways, no, the Clippers, by the way, right? Because the reason why I want to talk about them, Ralph Mentor, is because shout out to my guy Bishop, by the way. His birthday was 2 weeks ago. Shout out to my guy Bishop. No, but seriously, the player that they signed, that's who Laker fans wanted. For example, Chris Dunn. I think Chris Dunn is a good backup point guard. He's a good defensive player. I like Chris Dunn. I like
solid role player. Solid role player. Yep.
Yes, sir. And Laker fans wanted him back, Mo Bamba. Which you see, okay, I'll explain later after the Clippers. But listen, I like the Mo Bamba signing as a backup center. The wing they got from the Derrick Jones Jr. from the Mavericks. See, what I'm trying to say here, Rob Mentor, they're trying to make up for the Paul George trade, which you can agree with that. Adding more wings, which I respect. So if Kawhi and James Harden stays healthy, that's kind of hard to say that they will. But if they stay healthy, I do think this could work out. And shout out to my guy Dime. I mean, Dime, in his opinion, thinks if the Clippers stay healthy, they can definitely make the playoffs. I agree with that if they stay healthy, but that's a really big if. But,
it's a huge if,
Yeah, it's a huge if. I agree. Which, by the way, I love their draft pick of Cam Christie. He's going to be really good. That's Max Christie's brother. But listen, man. Obviously they got some troublemakers, but listen. At the end of the day, Ty Lue is a player's coach, which I do think he can help these kids. Do you agree with that?
What is it? It's Porter Jr. and
Ty Jones, the goofy guy. Yes.
Yeah, and didn't they pick up what's his name from the Spurs that did that weird thing in front of a girl and all? Oh, I'm sleeping on his name right now. But I know they picked him up late last year. Josh Primo or something like that.
Oh, Josh Primo, yeah.
I know they had him on their roster.
I'll say this. Steve Ballmer is a goofy guy. He would touch himself. I'll just say that. But keep going, yeah.
I don't know about the Clippers. Obviously, if Kawhi is healthy, you got to like him a lot, honestly. It's just a huge if, honestly. So it's hard for me to buy into them. I do like how they replaced Paul George with the Derrick Joneses, the Chris Dunns. I feel like there's one more signing that we're sleeping on right now, too, as well. But they did replace Mo Bamba is one of them. I feel like there's another wing there, though, or guard at least.
Kevin Porter Jr., No.
Kevin Porter. It could be Kevin Porter Jr. because they lost Russell Westbrook. So we'll see how that works out, honestly, to your point about his behavioral issues, too, as well. I'm iffy on them. I like the Kings a little bit more. If the Grizzlies, if John Morant's healthy for the Grizzlies, I like them a lot to get themselves in the top 6. Honestly, I get the whole Jaren Jackson playing the 5, but as much as I don't like Zach Edey, and you've heard me throughout the year talk about Zach Edey, and all, I do think this is a good fit for him. Out of all the teams to go to, at least not the 10 pick, at least not. So, but besides those, let's talk about your Lakers and all. How do you feel about where your Lakers are sitting in the middle of the conference? In my opinion, from 6 to 8, I think this is where your team is. Honestly, 5 if things work out great. Honestly, with your young players and all. But I wanted to hear your perspective before we move on to the Eastern Conference. How you feeling about the Lakers and all?
Well, I will say this to make a joke. Since me and Ralph are podcasters, we're also available for head coaching job too. Anyways, in all seriousness,
hit my DM.
Facts. I mean, if JJ can get hired, so can we. No, in all seriousness, I mean, he did play in the league though. No, in all seriousness, see, at first, Laker fans, you know how crazy my fan base is, but I'm going to keep it real and represent us. I will say this. I get it from Laker fans' perspective. Like, they wanted a this and this and this and this and this. But you see, what's so funny is, shout out to my guy Bishop. This man was so mad until, shout out to my guy Rav Mentor. I mean, he was enjoying this. He was enjoying this angriness with Laker fans with me. But at the end of the day, here's the funny part. And at the same day that Dwayne Casey rejected the Lakers, which, by the way, I don't blame Dwayne Casey, by the way, Ralph Mentor, because remember, he was part of the front office for the business, and you can't blame him for not for staying. By the way, bro. And by the way,
it's a better role.
Yeah. I don't think, and see, I do think Dwayne Casey is a good developmental coach, only because it's kind of ironic that he got coach of the year and he got fired after. It's kind of weird. But anyways. But
2 times, right? Did that happen twice to him?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not with the Coach of the Year. I would think with the Coach of the Year thing, but still. Yeah, no, go ahead. I'm interrupting, but no, go ahead.
Well, my bad. You lose to LeBron James. My bad. But anyway,
you know.
It is what it is. They always blame the brothers. All right, anyway.
Even in the NBA too, man, they can't strike away, bro. It's always caught. Lightning always strikes one way or the other, but go ahead.
Next is Doc Rivers. Anyways, with that being said,
unlike Doc Rivers, what are you talking about? 5th job now. Even my pops is saying, what is going on?
He works for ESPN. Some people that we know like him. Anyways, all right. Yeah, him and Darvin Ham will fit. Him and Darvin Ham will fit well. All right. Anyways, with that being said,
we'll definitely get into that. We got that next. People. Go ahead.
No, but seriously, listen. I get it from my fan base perspective. They wanted Chris Dunn. They wanted Mo Bamba. They wanted Klay Thompson. But let's keep it a bean, Ralph Menta, as we know, as we have basketball knowledge. Klay Thompson was unplayable. See, people question Steve Kerr, but I get it. I understand that. But Klay was unplayable for a reason, bro, and that's okay. Listen, he might not be the best. He might not be the same anymore, and that's okay. Listen, he was the only guy I wanted for like a vet minimum. Or like, you know how LeBron sacrificed the
$5 million or whatever it was.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think that was the guy that we wanted, which I would have been okay with. But again, I'm looking at the guys that the Laker fans wanted, but they're not good anymore.
Game changers, you know what I mean? Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Game changers.
Like for example, LeBron wanted Harden. That was never going to happen. He was staying with the Clippers, right? Jonas Valanciunas. I will agree with. I don't know why he was at the Wizards, but that's not nor here nor there. And we'll leave it at that. But seriously, like the guy that LeBron wanted, I'm like, why would the Lakers do that, right? Now I know why Laker fans wanted the other guys, like Gary Trent. He went for a minimum, but let's use context. Rob went through after when Max Christie signed, and obviously Christian Wood, obviously, and the rest of the team. That's when the Lakers couldn't sign anybody else. That's why Laker fans keep it a bean. That's why you guys can't get mad at the front office, because once Max Christie signed, you couldn't sign anybody else because they had a full roster. So there you go, Rob Mentor. But anyways, again, I get why the fans were mad. But again, Rob Mentor, I do like what we did, especially with the coaching staff. So, like, for example, Scott Brooks, I think that was a hell of a hire. I like Nate McMillan. He's a defensive-minded guy. So, I mean, with the Lakers pretty much telling the fans, well, if coaching was the issue, let's bring the exact same team, including Bronny James and don't connect. And, and I do think this coaching staff...
Stockpile the assets. Assets.
Yes. Yep. And also, Rob, offensively, offense was not the issue. Now, obviously, I get it from the fans' perspective. Like, see, for my thing is this. I agree with you on this sense. In order for this team to succeed, Vando, and by the way, Gabe Vincent has to stay healthy, because I think if healthy with Gabe and with Vando, it will make a difference, and you're going to see that this year. And also, I'm calling it right now, do not be surprised. If healthy, knock on wood, Gabe Vincent or Dole Connect could be 6-man. It wouldn't surprise me, because I think Connect is going to be really good for us. So, I mean, and also, just real quick about Bronny. I know people hate LeBron and yada, 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 but Rob, I think people just got to use context here. USC's head coach last year sucked. There's a reason why he went to SMU, and nobody's cool. But anyways, ironically, now USC is going to be good now, because now they have the Arkansas coach. The Arkansas coach is really good. And Arkansas just hired John.
Yeah, Calipari. Yeah, Calipari just went over there. Yep. Okay. Oh, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, there's a reason why he went there. No pressure, right? Exactly. Because Kentucky, there's a lot of pressure. But anyways, he's the Doc Rivers of NCAA. No, I'm kidding. Oh my God.
He is though. He is. That's not a bad one. I like that a lot, honestly. But back to your Lakers, at least, and all. Yeah. I do like them, man. The thing is about Dalton Connect, I like a lot, honestly, that Austin Reeves seemed to pick up something playing with LeBron, honestly. And I think Dalton Connect is so much better than Austin Reeves, and obviously him being taller. So I feel like this whole 6-man thing you're throwing out there with him, or at least him making noise coming off the bench, is not too out of the realm, honestly. I do worry about them just relying on LeBron too much, honestly.
Yeah.
That's just my only issue. But
Uh-huh.
I do think Rob Pelinka is in the position where he was 2 seasons ago, where he got Rui, Jared Vanderbilt.
I agree. Yes.
And I think there was someone else that you guys picked up and all. You guys do have the assets to pull something off, honestly, like that too as well. So I think you guys are an interesting team. You guys are right in the middle, a move away to again to be right there, honestly. And honestly, if you guys are able to keep AD healthy and LeBron James doesn't have to extend himself too much until the playoffs, at least, and all. Outside of Denver, and they lost KCP, I still think you guys can make noise and all. It's just all about matchups and all. We saw that in 22 as a play-in team.
To me, as long as players do their roles, we're going to be fine. Like, for example, I know people like to get on Christian Wood, but actually he wasn't actually that bad with Anthony Davis. He won us that game against the Clippers. Remember that? So Christian Wood is actually not a bad of a player. Now, again, defensively, I understand. But with Anthony Davis, he wasn't that bad defensively with Anthony Davis. So, I mean, listen,
another season with him too. So
right. So as long as the players do their roles, play their roles, I think this team is fine. Which I think you would agree with that. But yes, go ahead.
No, I think they're fine. I think you guys are right in the middle of the pack. If everything goes right, you guys are a 5 seed, 6 seed, honestly.
I agree.
Even if things don't, I still think you guys are a playing team, honestly. So right in the same position, honestly. It's just injuries, you know. I'll give the Lakers a break with the injuries over the past couple of years, honestly, why they've been playing teams and all. But let's swing over to the East now.
Yes.
The mighty East and all, home of the NBA champion Boston Celtics and all. As they say, it's reality. What are you saying right now? But don't make me lose my shit like I'm on Twitter right now. Let's keep it simple. But let's talk about the Eastern Conference. So obviously the Boston Celtics are returning champions and all.
Yes.
Through this podcast and all, everyone's clear about that and all. But let's talk about the Knicks picking up Mikal Bridges, overpricing it, but to the joke that we're gonna have going for the Villanova Knicks or the New York Wildcats, whatever you choose to pick.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, pick whatever you want, honestly, with that. But you got the New York Knicks making that move. You got Paul George leaving the Clippers, to what you mentioned, and now he's coming to Philadelphia to potentially have a big three with Embiid and Tyrese Maxey and all. KCP, a rival of the Denver Nuggets, is now coming out east and joining the Orlando Magic, a young, I'm pretty sure you like a young up and coming team in the East, honestly, too, as well. The Cleveland Cavaliers doubled up. To your point about Gary Trent, he went over to the Milwaukee Bucks on the vet minimum deal too as well. So how do you feel about the Eastern Conference and all? Obviously, as much as I hate when people say the East has no chance against the West and all, I do get that there's more playoff contenders in the West compared to the Eastern Conference, at least, you know. Kind of stops at 8 teams, and if everyone's healthy in the West, you can argue 12 to 13 teams can make the playoffs, at least, including the play-in, at least. But how do you feel about the Eastern Conference and all, with those big moves and all? Do the Celtics still reign supreme over the Eastern Conference, even with these moves and all? Do you see Milwaukee coming back into it too as well after their injury-riddled season too as well and all? How are you seeing the Eastern Conference after these moves this past season?
I gotta be nice to these Bucks, but listen, I gotta be careful. But let me start with the Knicks. Now, I will say this. Shout out to their GM. At least they're trying, right, Rob? I mean, listen, as long as the owner's not getting out of the way, I mean, they're fine, bro. And, I mean, listen, now, this would be a good college team. No, it would. Now, what's next, Rob Mentor? Is Jay Wright coming out? No, I'm kidding. No, they just signed Thibodeau. I will say that he is a good, by the way, former assistant coach of the Celtics, by the way. He saved Doc Rivers' job. But anyway, we're gonna
You can say that. You can say that, but go ahead. You go ahead.
Oh yeah. But no, listen. I think this team. I normally don't agree with Draymond Green, but I will give him this. If this team is healthy, this team is going to be a really good defensive team. If they stay healthy, I could definitely see them getting second. I will agree with them that could happen. Now with this team, like, it's just like, you know what they remind me of? And shout out to my guy JB. I think it's fair to say, like, defensively they're going to be good, but it's like the Thunder, they're relying on Shea, right? The Knicks, they're going to rely on Brunson, which, by the way, shout out to my guy Brunson, because, shit, I would love, man, the Mavs were so stupid that, man, they should have re-signed the guy, but whatever, it is what it is. But listen, bro, I love it, bro. And, you know, can this team do it when healthy? It's possible, but I just feel like, I mean, listen, shout out to Mikal Bridges. You know, now you move to the New York Knicks with your sorry-ass Brooklyn Nets. Anyway. Oh, man, shout out to Ben Simmons. The league is in trouble. Anyways,
They really are, man. Like, they really are, apparently, again. Jeez,
it's
man.
bad, bro. It's bad. It's
Their
bad.
PR team deserves an A+ on whatever they do for them, honestly. That's ridiculous. Every summer. But go ahead.
I will say this, though. I mean, I know people are getting at the Knicks because of McCall Bridges, because that was a lot of pick, which I think that was a lot, but at least they're trying, Ralph. So I will give them that. So shout out to the Knicks, shout out to my guy Andrew, shout out to my guy Chris LeBron, because those are Knicks fans that keep it real, by the way, and also All Ball, by the way. He's funny too, but he keeps it real as well. But listen, you can't blame Knicks fans for being happy, as they should, bro, because they haven't won.
They should be.
Yeah, exactly. They haven't won. And by the way, I mean, you can't talk shit to me and Rob Metro. I mean, listen, I know you can call it the Lakers the clown show, but at least we won in this fucking decade. I mean, you can't call us a clown show, right? I mean, you can't, especially for this decade. Now, however, the Knicks haven't won since what? Andrew Carter. No, I'm kidding. It's Richard Nixon or fucking.
Bro, they haven't made. I don't think they've made an Eastern Conference Finals since I was like 10 years old and all too as well. It's been a long time for them. I think. Yeah, they haven't been to one in a while too. So
Rob Metro. I'm gonna roll my. Didn't even win it when Patrick Ewing, shaking my head. But anyways, with that being said, my guy Patrick Ewing, shaking my head. All right, but anyway, with that being said, listen, they're going to be a good team to watch. Hopefully they stay healthy. Now the other teams, right? The Sixers. I will say this. I think you will agree with this. Shout out to Daryl Morey, because at first I was with Kev. Daryl Morey was a fraud. But I will say that he did good this offseason. First of all, he got Philly. The first time, I think, in Philly history, the Sixers actually signed a star. I'll give him credit with that. Paul George. Now he's 34 years old, right?
Replaces the Tobias Harris issue for sure. That trash in Philly. Come on.
Man, Rob Mitchell. I thought Troy Weaver left Detroit Pistons, but the Detroit Pistons signed Tobias Harris. He's back with the Pistons now. Yeah, that's gonna make a difference. That's a 20-win team. All right, anyways.
You're not lying. You're not lying. Go ahead, though. You're not lying.
Oh, shit. But no, but seriously, I mean, you got Caleb Martin. I mean, you got Andre Drummond. I mean, good backup center. Yep. I do like the Ademo Bonia, this UCLA center. That's an underrated move. Yep. Yes, sir. I like the point guard from Duke. He's going to be good. I think Maxey and Kyle Lowry is going to help him out. So I do think they got good role players. But I feel like there's a Knicks. You got to hope that, knock on wood, they got to stay fucking healthy, bro. I mean, listen, I love Joel Embiid. But again, it's the same shit with him every year.
No, you're not lying. That's my issue with both teams, honestly. New York, I like a little bit more because of Tibbs and Brunson, honestly. With Philly, I feel like they're going to be okay if they give the offense to Tyrese Maxey, honestly. If they give the offense to Tyrese Maxey, their injuries or anything like that I think it won't hurt them and all. Because you have Tyrese Maxey running the team. He plays no differently to Derek White and Drew Holiday. They don't miss games, knock on wood. At least I don't want to jinx him. But he does not miss games. You can tell he's on another level. They gave him the money too as well and all. That's my one thing. I'm with you with the signings and the role players. Kyle Lowry, huge and all. If you're going to use Maxey as just the ignition to your engine, honestly. I get Embiid's the MVP guy. He was averaging 35 points in the first 35 games of the year before he hurt his knee and all. I get that, but you can't rely on somebody always getting hurt and all, in my opinion. He's been showing you that. But Tyrese Maxey has shown enough where he can be an all-NBA player. That's my one thing about Philly. Everything else. So just give Maxey the offense from the first day of training camp on. I think they're set up to at least go to the Eastern Conference Finals and all. But with New York, with New York at least and all, I like what they got going. Mitchell Robinson and Randall are just my two real big concerns, honestly. Robinson just with the health. Julius Randle with health and with his playoff skepticism in his play, at least, for me at least. So I'm just more curious about that. When it comes to Indiana, I'll let you have your run with these teams, but Indiana, Orlando, and even Milwaukee too as well. I'm kind of a little nervous with those three coming in. Will Milwaukee really have a bad season like that? Orlando's young, another year. Indiana gave us the most difficult series in the playoffs, honestly, as a Celtics fan. I think they did, out of all the teams that we faced. And also another year that you're adding Pascal Siakam for a full season, a champion, and will give you some defense and all. You can integrate him and figure out how he can help you defensively. Hallie, just stay healthy and all. Your favorite player, my favorite Haitian in the league, and Benedict Mathen right now too as well and all. So I really like Indiana even more. And and Andrew Nembhard gave us issues and all in the Eastern Conference Finals. That's going to be another year of a young guy getting better too as well. And I really like Indiana and Orlando a lot more because of their youth and all. I feel like that's what can bug us that can bug us more throughout the playoff series and all. Their inexperience may hurt them and all, so that's why I have to respect New York and Philly overall at the end, at least, But their injuries and Randall's lack of playoff success and Philly's lack of playoff success, it's hard for me to jump on the bandwagon compared to those teams and all. But compared to those teams and those teams I mentioned, what other teams do you see making noise in the East and all too as well? If you want to reiterate Orlando and Indiana,
that's a great
I know Milwaukee.
question. You're out me out the bat. I like it.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt. You don't have to pick like seeding and all, but what team do you really like in the
I'm gonna give you my hot take. So. If healthy, mark this down. I would not be surprised. This is probably the best Florida team right now. I think I would not be surprised. My hot take: the Orlando Magic are the 3rd seed.
I like it. Go ahead, but I like it. I really like it a lot, honestly. Paolo is going to get a lot of love out of me moving forward now. But give me your analysis on why.
You know what they remind me of? They remind me of. I should have just say this, but the reason why I'm saying is because you know what I mean by this. It's funny because they're blue and white. The team they remind me of is the Tennessee Titans. Now, why do I say that? It's because Tennessee is just missing that quarterback. So what do I mean by that? All the Magic need Ralph Mentor, and it's funny because the guy they have hasn't been signed yet, Marco Fultz, so keep that in mind. But anyways, it's just they're missing a point guard, bro. Because I think if they had a point guard, this team is actually fucking good. So I mean, they have perfect role players, they have perfect centers. Knock on wood. Hopefully their centers stay healthy because you know Wendell Carter Jr. sometimes is hurt. But if they stay healthy, this team is going to be a problem. And by the way, Denver Nuggets, they will miss KCP a lot. And I'm going to talk about another team. Oh, speaking of, by the way, real quick, the Knicks, by the way.
Go ahead.
I am worried about their center depth, by the way. Are you?
Yeah, big Robinson not staying healthy. Hartenstein going over to OKC. I think it's Sims. I forgot his first name and all. Jericho Sims, I believe it is.
Yes, it is.
He's your backup and all, young guy and all too as well. Usually gets in a lot of foul trouble. When I see him playing all too as well, very handsy and all. Doesn't know how to use his body. And he's a big body guy. To be fair to him, too, as well. But still, I don't like going on there. Julius Randle at the 5. The only thing I like, you potentially have OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges at your 4. So maybe you can go small and get away with it and put Randle at the 5 maybe and all. But I'm with you. That's my huge concern about them. They can... Robert Williams, former Celtic, I feel like is an intriguing name throughout the season that could get traded to a contender this year. Jonas Valanciunas too as well. You mentioned him earlier going to Washington. Yeah. Don't see that lasting long too as well. Will be an interesting name and all. So these teams, we didn't mention the Pelicans in the Western Conference. They have this similar lack of depth at the center position. I feel like these type of teams should look into players like that because another thing why I can't jump on the Knicks bandwagon too much is because that lack of depth behind Mitchell Robinson and Julius Randle, there's just really nothing there. You're kind of relying on Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby basically to step up and all with Isaiah Hartenstein. So that's my worry.
Remember,
go ahead.
They collected a lot of picks. Remember when in the draft they collected a lot of second-round picks, so they can definitely use those picks to get a move. So
they can make a move. Even the Bucks traded 5 of them to get Jay Crowder in the middle of the season. Yeah, exactly, and also a couple. But I want to go back real quick to your Orlando Magic point because we're going to talk about the NFL and the audience will catch on why you're comparing the Titans.
I got more teams.
Okay, go.
Keep going.
Okay, but no, of course. But for the Magic at least, I feel like to your Titans comparison, they have that QB and Paolo Banchero. I get the point guard point, and I wish CP3 kind of considered going there, but for some reason he's never going east to play in the NBA for some odd reason. Honestly, he's staying Western. But Jalen Suggs is very interesting to me, honestly. I do compare him to, again, I'm bringing up Derek White and Drew Holiday because they're that important to our championship team.
It's a habit. It's okay.
It's a habit, yeah. But Jalen Suggs reminds me of that. This is going to be, year 4 for his year. He was, in my opinion, guys that have a football body coming to the NBA take a couple years to really get that, just to get some type of body motion out of their system and all because training for the NFL is different from training for the NBA. Less gym work, more calisthenics type of thing, just that honestly. There's strength to it, but it's not as egregious as it is in football, at least and all. Year 4 coming off of that, I feel like his 3-point shot really showed out last year too as well. The addition of KCP, who will not be a point guard, but can give you an all around guard type of game and all. I think there's potential there at the guard position, but Paolo can be a true playmaker, honestly, in my opinion. No different from how Jason Tatum is a playmaker. I'm giving him that type of high regard, honestly, too, as well, where he's at the top of the key, running your offense and all, too, as well. I do think he has the skills for that. Can he execute that at a young age right now, too, as well, with a bunch of pressure on him? We saw how they performed in the playoffs last year. It's going to be interesting. But I like your pick at Orlando at number 3. They have a lot going on for them, honestly, too, as well. And then, mind you, I have all the teams in the Eastern Conference that give the Boston Celtics trouble, even though we swept them last year. Orlando does give us trouble. They beat us in the in-season tournament game. Out of all, at least the regular season, we swept them. But in the in-season tournament game, they beat us. And then I think they swept us in the 2023 year and all. So they've had success against us. This team has getting better, too, as well. And we're forgetting about Jamal Mosley, too, as well. We can argue. I won't argue he's the best coach in the league or in the Eastern Conference after just right now, because we get about Spoelstra and all that. But just what's going forward, at least. No, Jamal Mosley should be taken seriously as a top-end coach in the Eastern Conference.
Oh, yeah. They have a way better roster than Miami. We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
But sorry, Ken, I love you. But, yeah. Now, listen, I got to give this team credit, man, even though they're my rivals. But I got to give this team a round of applause because they took a chance on my guy, Lonnie Walker. He's going to be really good for you guys. He is the daddy of the Warriors, for sure. For sure, laugh out loud. But no, seriously, man, because, listen, you guys...
They dropped 40 points in the playoffs against the Warriors, too, and all, if not like 30-something?
Yes, he did. But you guys pretty much kept everybody. And also, listen, I'm going to give Tatum a lot of credit, man. This guy does... let's use context, everybody, because according to what me and Ralph Mentor here, people criticize his shooting. People, apparently, according to me and Ralph Mentor, what we hear on Twitter, according to what we hear, apparently he's the 4th best player on the roster, which I don't agree, but whatever. But, Tatum does great with assists, rebounding, and listen, I get it. He struggles, I get it. But, again, he's a good defender, good assist, and good rebounder. But again, Rob, they don't look at that. They don't.
No, they just want him to score all the time because of the Anthony Edwards effect now, too, in the league. And all. Like, please score. Like, he didn't drop 51 points in the Game 7, 46 points in an elimination game on the road against the defending champion and Giannis Antetokounmpo and all, too, as well. And dropping 16 straight points in the final end of the 4th quarter, a game that I was at, Game 6 in dirty-ass Philly, where he came back and saved our asses in all Game 6, and then again dropped that 51 points in the next game in Game 7 and all, too, as well. So I don't get it. Like, he improved everything else around him, which made him a better player. Everyone's giving, and I get it. Let's give Jaylen Brown his flowers, NBA Finals MVP and all that stuff. But still, it took Jason Tatum really learning how to play without the basketball, in my opinion, because he didn't know how to do that in 22, and it really looks bad against the Warriors and all. Even though with his bad shooting nights, learned how to play off the ball a whole ton better, honestly. And I think it helped out Jaylen Brown a big amount, honestly, too, as well. Kristaps, Drew Holiday, obviously did help with both of their developments, but Jason Tatum taking that growth assist-wise, I think really helped Jaylen Brown open up his game a little bit more, and even open it enough where he's sitting there with 7 to 8 assists in the clinching game against the Dallas Mavericks to win you a championship too as well. So no, I'm with you. I only get the Jason Tatum hate. It's only going to get worse, honestly, because the Celtics ain't going nowhere. Even a Laker fan right now, Vince Saiz, is telling you the Celtics ain't going nowhere right now. It's
no, bro. Listen. You know what's crazy? I told Ralph on text, and I'm being dead serious. I almost said sweep in that finals. I wanted to be nice. I wanted to be nice.
I said it. People on my podcast know that I said it and all because it wasn't close. 83% of the bettors with Dallas, and I get it because that's the money-making pick, obviously. But it didn't make sense for analysts, at least, and all, to be saying to pick the Dallas Mavericks in the 6 to 7 series.
How crazy is this? Let me just spark his conspiracy theory. You know what's crazy? The Celtics won in this decade, 2008, 8 Kobe. This year, 24, Kobe. Isn't that ironic? The conspiracy theory? Look at Vince Saiz.
A little bit. I know the league would have wanted the Lakers in both situations too, as well, honestly, similarly to 08 and 10, honestly. But it is very interesting. I do think that ends over the next couple of years, and I do think if this team stays healthy, they're going to be in the position to go back to another finals. In my opinion, you can't be net rating, top 5 all time, honestly, with the Bulls finals teams, the Warriors finals teams, the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar team and all. And there's another team I'm sleeping on too as well. And I think this team is at least going to make one more finals appearance. I think more. I'm cocky. I want more, but at least over the next 2 to 4 years, it'd be surprising that we don't see this team at least more Eastern Conference Finals appearances, but at least one more Finals appearance. I'd be shocked.
As long as you guys are healthy, I agree.
As long as we're healthy, yeah.
No,
but give me anything else in the Eastern.
Of course. Let's talk about the Fraud Bucks, okay?
Okay. Here we go.
Okay,
let's go bad East. Let's go bad East right now. I love this.
Oh man, so Milwaukee Bucks. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. Dave Dalla. Oh yeah. Anyways, oh god, this is gonna be great.
Last year, people, we had so much fun with the Bucks and all. Doc Rivers leaving the ESPN booth and coming to the team in the middle of the season, thinking they're gonna save their season. And all Andrew Jones. We're gonna have Andrew Jones on this show too as well. I can't wait for the NBA season to come on. We're gonna have him on here and really explain himself too as well with certain situations and all. But me and Vince, at least, and all, and our buddy JR on Twitter, and all, we're not buying this whole Doc Rivers, Dame Lillard, Giannis thing right now. At least me for sure, at least for this season, at least. And then this is where the jokes are coming from, at least. The Bucks couldn't do anything this offseason. The best they can do is get Donnell Wright, whatever his name is, Daryl Wright, whatever.
Get ready to laugh. So I saw a thing on Twitter. Go on mute. I saw a thing on Twitter. Yeah, go on. I saw a thing on Twitter, and you're probably gonna laugh at this. So I saw a photo, right? It was Darvin Ham, Titanic with Taurean Prince. Why they bring up Taurean Prince? That's his son. I'm serious. So with that being said, no. They got, obviously, let's give them credit though. They got Gary Trent. I mean, I do think for a veteran minimum that was good for
It's
them.
a good pickup.
Yes. It's a lot better than what they had last year for sure. To try to make up for that Dame Lillard trade. So I mean, 35 looks nice. I mean, Brook Lopez is old. I mean, shit, if he was younger, I mean, I would love that lineup for sure. No, they have a nice lineup. In the second unit, it's Wright, Gary Trent, Bobby Portis, and the rest of their bench is not great.
Don't forget the Sun. Don't forget the Sun either, and Prince and all. Man, these are Laker jokes, people. Laker jokes. Dorian Prince and Darvin Ham were on the Lakers last year.
Even though Laker fans didn't like him, but for his right role, he wasn't that bad though, bro. He wasn't that bad.
Dorian Prince never is.
Yes.
Yeah, Dorian Prince never is. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, he's gonna pretty much be the Wesley Matthews, which is a lot better. So for me though, to me, I'll just say this to be nice. Their starting five is nice. Their second unit, I only like 4 guys, and the rest is like eh. So that's not good. Another team I want to bring up real quick is, I don't want to, but I want to because I like their starting five. Rob, you know what I'm talking about. It's the Cavaliers, but their bench is not good. It's not.
Yeah, it's their bench, man. Yeah.
And sorry,
I thought it'd be good
last
year.
I love you, but I'm gonna keep it. We're not being haters. Okay, I love your rim protectors if they're healthy. That's a really big if, though. I love Jared Allen, and hopefully he's okay. But their starting five is nice. But their second unit, bro, and also if your center, backup center, wait, they don't have Tristan Thompson anymore. Never mind. He's going.
He came. I think they gave him a contract, if I saw correctly. I have to look. Okay. I'm not going to look it up because it's only Tristan Thompson, but I do think he's back on their team and all for this season. Training camp.
He's getting more baby mamas. All right, anyway.
Maybe. He needs that guaranteed NBA money, bro. The thing is clean, man.
Facts.
But what else you got for the East for me after? Yeah, but keep going though. Yeah.
Miami. Oh, okay.
Miami.
He culture, baby. He culture. Don't you love us? He culture. The global warning in Florida. Shout out for the Florida Panthers, the only Panthers we always know, right? But anyways,
only champs I recognize.
I will say this though, Rob. Listen, you always keep it real with Kevin Badger's team though. I will say this about Miami. They do draft well. No, they do. I mean, they got Jaime Jaquez. They drafted Khalil Ware, which I actually like a lot, by the way.
That's true.
So I mean, listen, I love their coach. By the way, him and his wife's got divorced, so he's gonna focus really hard for basketball, if you know what I mean. No,
real
seriously. Yeah. I will agree with Kev with this. They do need a better scorer than Tyler Hero, Because, for example, like a DeMar DeRozan or somebody because I do think we all know with healthy, Jimmy Butler will show up, Jaime Hawkins will show up, Bam Adebayo will show up. I do trust rookie Khalil will show up, and I like the guy. They got Jovic as well, not Joker but Jovic. So for me, and Kevin
the
Love
young
is a veteran,
cat, yeah.
yeah, Kevin Love is a veteran, and it's funny. You know what's so funny, Kevin? Make sure you don't trust players. When you trust players, your team signs them. For example, he makes fun of Alec Burks. All of a sudden, in Miami, he signs him. But anyways, so my only issue is Tyler Hero, bro. I think he just had a better score than Tyler Hero. This team is actually not that bad. But what do you think of them, Rob? Even though they say they're Boston's daddy, but not anymore. But to be honest with Miami and Kev, I wish we could do I'm not gonna lie, Rob. I wish we can do the standings. I wish we can, but because in my opinion, at best, I think Miami's 7 or 8 right now for me.
That's me. That's me too. Yeah, I don't. Out of all those three teams you mentioned, I like Cleveland. I get the bench point too as well, but I think they're still a 4 or 5 seed team. Milwaukee, if healthy, even with Giannis and his injury issues of the past couple of years, he's still an MVP candidate, and I can't, or a contender, I should say, and also Milwaukee there. But Miami, there's nothing I like unless Jimmy Butler's playing 55 plus games. There's nothing that I'm playing like playoff Jimmy 55 plus games. Honestly, I can't take them seriously, like making noise in the top 6 of the Eastern Conference. Indiana's too young. Orlando's too young. I think Cleveland, even though with their issues, they're still too young. Milwaukee got Giannis. New York is New York with Jalen Brunson, all the Celtics are the Celtics, and you got Philly there too as well if things work out. I don't see Miami better than any of those teams and all, so that's why if everyone's healthy at least and all, I'm with you. I have them as an 8 to 9 seed honestly too as well. 8 seed. Let me say that 8 seed at least and all, because they're better than the Bulls, better than the Hawks. I don't see anybody that wouldn't make the playoffs last year making noise in the Eastern Conference. Mm-hmm. So I'll give you that. I think they're the worst team out of all those playoff teams at least and all. Mm-hmm. Unless they want to make a move, Terry Rozier's nice. You know what I mean? But you lost Caleb Martin. You didn't really replace Gabe Vincent last year. If you're going to use Jaime Hawkins for that, another year of that should help towards that too as well, honestly. But I don't know. The Tyler Hero point scoring-wise is real, honestly. I'll do give you that. I don't know what you can get for him too as well. It's not you can trade him and Duncan Robinson for anything, honestly, because of their contracts and all. So it's just hard for me to like Miami. I'm not trying to diss them. I am not a fan of Heat culture. I am. This is my podcast. I will say fuck Miami Heat culture and all very clearly and all that. I do not give a shit like that and all without them. But it's just that they lack talent. Their guy, besides Bam, everyone like Jimmy's older, over the hill at least. You know, the guy's touching 35 years old. You know what I mean? So if they had more support around him, I wouldn't come at his age because just wait for the playoffs and they'll step up at least. But him have to step up throughout the regular season is going to cost him in the playoffs, and I feel like it did last year. He was trying to turn it up against Philly, hurt his knee and all too as well. So I find them interesting. Milwaukee and Cleveland, I like them as still top 6 teams too as well. Giannis, can he just stay healthy? And Milwaukee will be just fine no matter what else happens. And Damian Lillard too as well. I do expect them to play better and all, but I'm with you with Miami and all. It's hard to take them seriously unless they make some type of move or injuries just take over the East all over again, honestly. So. But
I do want to talk about three more teams. They're in the West, and this was just real quick. And
okay.
I want
Go ahead.
The Mavericks. Listen, Mavs chicken. Okay. I want to be nice. Okay, I want to be really nice. Now, they made the finals, right? I will give them credit with that. But for me, is this, bro? Is if Klay Thompson was 10 years ago, I would really be behind his team. For me, Luka blatantly plays defense. Luka's never going to chase or make any free throws. So, Kyrie is probably their best defender. Well, actually, I'm sorry. It's Gafford, P.A. Washington, Kyrie.
Yeah, they got Najee Marshall too, and all.
Yeah, I mean that's probably their best signing. I can say we can be fair. But yeah, I mean, listen. I mean, can they? I think listen. To me, they're going to be a top 5 seed, 4 seed. When healthy, I do think. I mean, Luka is going to find Klay when he's open. But again, Ralph, like they're starting 5. To me, in the regular season, it's going to be good. But defensively, Kyrie and Luka and Klay, I don't like it. Now, I like the rim protectors, but I don't like you know what I mean? But yeah. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, Gafford. You got Gafford, you got Lively, you got PJ Washington at the 4 and all. No, I hear what you're saying with that at least and all. It's going to be interesting with their guards and all. Can they really guard? They can be potentially explosive offensively, obviously, because Klay Thompson should fit the Tim Hardaway role. Should be coming off the bench and all. He shouldn't be starting. So
I agree.
if they keep it like that, it's going to work out fine. If they have any type of pressure where Klay has to start, I'm going to be a little bit worried about them moving forward throughout the season and all too as well, because throughout their playoff run, they did luck up facing a young team in OKC and Minnesota. They took full advantage of that too as well. They may not luck up facing those type of matchups in the playoffs again, honestly. So.
Well, Rob Mitchell, you know what's so crazy? This is how I'm grinding with Twitter, by the way. See, by the way, I added Twitter in high school. You know what's so crazy? Breaking news: the capital of California, the Sacramento Kings, that Twitter account, two Kings account, by the way, the LA Kings and the Sacramento Kings follow yours truly, Vince Saiz, ironically. But anyways, with that being said, the Sacramento Kings, the best team in California, by the way. Listen, I love this team, man. I love their coach. By the way, I do think the Warriors low-key kind of miss him as an assistant coach. But listen, with that being said, I like what he's doing. And low-key, Rob, I do like this kid when healthy. He can low-key win Rookie of the Year if healthy. Shout out to the Kings for getting Devin Carter. He's gonna be really, really, really good for them, man. Hopefully he can stay healthy. They got DeMar DeRozan. They got DeMar DeRozan as a veteran for a closer in case De'Aaron Fox and Malik Monk is, if they go streaky for threes. Hey, that's why they got DeMar there. But this team is gonna be fun to watch. Which I think, Rob, you can agree with that, because I got to give this GM some amount of credit. The only guy he's good. Okay, bet your parlay on this guy for the regular season, Sabonis, and the playoffs. Is he like Cat in the playoffs in a way, bro? Is he like Cat in the playoffs in a way?
He'd be trying to do too much, honestly, too, as well. That's why I do give you the DeMar DeRozan pickup. They don't have to rely on him with any type of offensive capabilities now, too, as well. You're going to be pretty lit. They had a little, what's it called there? A little bump in the road with Harrison Barnes as their starting starting 3. Now you got DeMar DeRozan there. Now you got another year of Keegan Murray, I should say. My bad. His brother Chris is in Portland and all. You got De'Aaron Fox.
The Kyle Kuzma look-alike.
Kyle Kuzma, yeah, you can say that. You can definitely say that. But his third year, honestly, he had some big games last year. Yeah. Can that hot shooting just be consistent, not be one every 5 to 6 games at least? And De'Aaron Fox, who I think should be in the same conversation as SGA and the future young players of the league and all too as well. I like what they got going. Defensively, they've gone better throughout the years from their first year being a 4 seed and in the playoffs. Last year, a little bit better. This year can be better, honestly, because of the Keon Ellis coming off the bench and all too as well. You can probably move Davion Mitchell being moved as a band, unless he's been moved. I don't remember him being moved and all. Still a chip that they can move and pick up someone to help out defensively and all. They need to figure out how they can play better defensively and all. But I see no holes on them offensively besides Sabonis in the playoffs at least and all. But if DeMar DeRozan gives you what Harrison Barnes didn't give you in the playoffs, you don't have to rely on Sabonis at all for offense. Just rebound and assist the ball, play make to a degree at least and all. But I like the Kings a lot. They were a 4 seed last year. Injuries derailed their season last year, where they were a playing team and all. If Monk was just healthy, I think they would have made some noise in the play-in and made the playoffs, honestly. But I do like your pick as a team that you should watch out for the Kings on. Put some money on them. I think they can get back to what they were in 22 as a 4 seed.
Now this team. I think we're their daddy for now, because listen, I love this team. I love this team to death. But my thing is, shout out to the game to getting to Josh Murray. But my thing is this, bro. I don't really like their center depth at all. That's the thing that I'm worried about. Yeah. And listen, Murray's cool, CJ's cool, Ingram hopefully stays healthy, stay with Zion. Obviously, I want Zion to succeed. I like their center that they got. It's just their depth is they're cool, right? They got Alvarado. Yeah. They got Alvarado, Troy Murphy. They got Jordan Hawkins. But I'm not going to lie, Rob, to keep it real with you, and Pelican fans, I want you guys to succeed. I am worried about your center depth. And as a Lakers fan myself, when healthy, I think the Lakers can still beat this team, in my opinion. I'm saying depth-wise. So that's just my opinion. But go ahead, yeah.
I agree. They lost Dyson Daniels, too, to a trade to get DeJounte Murray, too, as well. And all. Yeah. Trey Murphy, could step up and have a big year, honestly, that could help with their depth and all. Herb Jones, too, as well, honestly. Those two guys are very interesting. If they're the same they were last year, I'll give you your point about the role players and all. But it's really all about Zion Williamson, honestly.
I agree.
Is he really that guy or not, honestly? He showed out against your Lakers and all in that playing game, dropped 40 points, but unfortunately, pulled a hammy and all. So he was out for the rest of the game and all, so we weren't able to see what he's able to do. But to your point, the Lakers were dominating that game throughout. If he didn't step out in that third quarter and really just take over and all too as well, it was going to be a blowout. Not as blowout similar to the in-season tournament, but it was going to be a blowout in the play-in situation all too as well if he didn't step out. So I feel like it's all him. The team is set out for him and all. The one thing I do get why they don't have a 5 yet is maybe clear out the paint a little bit more for Zion Williamson, honestly, and then adjust from there, honestly, because they're going to need size. But how do you need the size, honestly? Do you need a little bit more beef from the 4 position and all, or more tall size from the 4 position? Because I just think it's Larry Nance if he's still there, honestly. But maybe I could be wrong. I think now I'm correcting myself. I think he got traded in the DeJounte Murray trade, honestly.
No, he did,
I'm not sure. So they have nothing there. I kind of get it. See what you have since Zion Williamson does rely to be in the paint so much, clear it out, see if that helps out with him and anything else after. I feel like that hasn't been the issue. I feel like I'm trying to help them out, honestly, because it's not good at what they have at the 5 position. I just think it's Daniel Tice right now, and that can only, as a former Celtic, it's only going to work for so long. There are going to be points where he's going to be at a disadvantage and all, but Pelicans are definitely an interesting team. They've used to be my dark horse going into these NBA Western Conference conversations. They're no longer that right now. I have to look at them as a questionable team right now. I do like the DeJounte Murray pickup. That's less pressure on C.J. McCollum, so maybe he can be a better off guard, maybe even come off the bench and maybe help their depth out too as well, because you can have DeJounte Murray, Zion Williamson, B.I., Herb Jones, and whatever you have at the 5 position. You could pull that off and have C.J. come off the bench, be your 6th man, honestly, and help out with that depth and all too as well. But Pelicans are interesting. I used to like them more. It's hard for me not to like them now, honestly, just the injuries. It's hard for me not to, with the injuries throughout the couple of years, honestly, it's hard for me to jump on their bandwagon and all going forward and all. But any other teams in the NBA
one more.
before
we got to shout out this team because of their city. Shout out to JR, Coach Dante, the Houston freaking Rockets, bro. Got a blast because I'm really high on this team. Win healthy. Now, by the way, prayers for AJ Griffin. It sucks he has to get away from basketball, but we love you, AJ Griffin. But anyways, I do like this team when healthy. With Ime Udoka. Shout out to the ladies in Houston. I don't blame Ime. Anyways, no, but seriously, when healthy. if you get what I mean. Listen, Rob. I'm sure you've been to Texas. But anyway, with that being said,
of course. I was just there in what's it called? In April, I think it was. Yeah. Love Texas. Love the Texas.
Were you close to Houston?
Love the Texas.
Were you close to Houston?
I've been to Houston. I went to Houston in 21. I went to Austin this past April on the bachelor party type thing.
I don't blame you. You
went to Dallas a couple of years ago.
You were turning up. I don't blame you. Anyway, with that being said. No, but with that being said, I'm really high on the Houston team. I hope they can stay healthy. If Jabari Smith, Jalen Green can focus, I do think this team could be a sleeper and make the playoffs. And thank God three Houston sports, by the way, the Astros, the Rockets got a blast. Shout out to Jimmy Neutron, and obviously the Houston Texans because. I mean, with them getting Ime, bro, he's gonna fix them a lot. I'm hoping they stay healthy because they will make the playoffs. I can guarantee you that.
I'm with you there. You saw the Ime Udoka effect in the second half of their season last year too as well. It was a big stat I was throwing right now how he went 21-7 or 21-5 in the second half with the Celtics and all, and ended up going on a big run. I can't remember what they did. I know they went on a 10-game winning streak in the second half of last year. No, Jalen Green turning into Kobe Bryant, honestly too as well, with 4 straight 40-point games too as well, or something. A crazy stat like that too as well. So I like what Houston's got going. The only question I have too, young players. Expectations, how did they handle that too as well, honestly? Sengun and Green kind of never worked out together when they played and all. They kind of had the success when Green was out and Sengun was doing his thing until he got hurt. And then after he got hurt, obviously Green stepped up and they won that 10-game winning streak. Can they coincide and do their thing and all? I love their roster from Eason, there's other players I'm sleeping on right now. Whitmore. I know there's someone else I'm sleeping on. Thompson too as well. Honestly, I love the pick of Reed Shepherd this year too as well.
Yes.
You already heard me say I really think he's the rookie of the year. Honestly, his shooting is gonna really because of his shooting. Honestly, I do think he's lightning. I'm in the bottle from the 3-point line as a rookie coming in this year, honestly. But the roster is something you can't shake out, honestly. Ime Udoka, again, coming from the Popovich tree, seeing what he did with the Celtics, obviously introducing me as a Celtics fan and other Celtics fans to the finals, the first time in the finals since 2010 against the Lakers and all. So obviously he has his even though with his behavior and all too as well as losing his job with the Celtics at least, he does prove to really turn the team. To turn the other leaf of a young team at least, saw that with Boston, and we saw the result this past summer, and we're seeing that with a young team in Houston and all, where they gave Sengun the money, and now if Jalen Green can just double up what he did last year and all, he's sitting there with new money and all, at least a new contract and all. In Houston, I don't know about playoffs yet, I don't know there yet, but a playing team making noise and all, I do buy that too as well. It's a tough Southwest division, we're talking about. We're talking about Memphis. We're talking about Dallas. We got the Pelicans in there.
You still got Phoenix.
No, Phoenix is specific your side at least and all. But at least with Houston at least and all, then San Antonio to close out the Southwest. It's gonna be a tough division and all. So that's where my questions with Houston at least and all kind of lay at least and all. Their talent is unquestionable. If Udoka can double that up and all, there's going to be noise being made and all. So if you got anything more, though, I'm really ready to get into this NFL talk with you and all, too, as well, even though it's week 2 and all. Let me know if you got anything else, though, before
I mean, the only team we just got to talk about, because we know the other teams are going to suck, and they know it. It's going to be I'm pulling a JB, goddammit. No, you get the idea. By the way, Pistons fans, listen, shout out to the brother JB Biggerstaff. I'm just going to say this. How is adding Tobias Harris? I know you got rid of Torreva. Right now he's the advisory for the Wizards. There's a reason why the Wizards are the Wizards. Jamie, I love you. Wayne, Cole, I love you. God bless your heart. No, but seriously, in all seriousness, bro, like, how is hiring JB Biggerstaff and signing Tobias Harris, how is that, like, getting, like, at least to the play-in? To me, that's not going – listen, I do think JB's going to help, but not by very much. I do think he'll add maybe 10 more wins, and that's it. Because we know what Tobias Harris is. And the other team, we know they're rebuilding. We know, the Nets and the Wizards are guaranteed to have a top 3 pick. It shows you with their roster. But anyway, with that being said, look at the Suns. I will say this, okay? Okay, I'm not really high at Budenholzer. I know he's from Arizona. That's why they hired him. Let's give it a being, Ralph Mentor. It's ironic, right? But listen, man, I will say this. Can we give him a round of applause for Tyus Jones for being on a real team, though? Listen, shout out to Tyus, man. Seriously,
you got a chance.
Yes, sir. I mean, at least something, right? I mean, he left the Wizards, for fuck's sake. So, but anyways, but my thing is to ask you, Ralph Mentor, is Tyus Jones most likely going to start? Because I don't see Devin Booker as a point guard. I just don't. I
would think so. I think we've seen over the past couple of years Devin Booker isn't that type of guy, honestly.
Yeah.
Now, I don't see reason why not, honestly. I don't like the Suns roster, period, so that's why I don't think he's going to make a difference for them, in my opinion, honestly. I think there's a lot more holes there that we're not seeing, and I think they're going to come up this year and all, mind you, with the whole guard play and with their lack of defense at the 5 position, at least with Nurkic there. Give you the rebounds and the scoring, but can he really give you, or let me just say rebounding, scoring is there and not there and all. It's too inconsistent for me to give him that much credit. It used to be there, but it's not the same. But their defensive what's it called there? I'm trying to get it together. But their lack of defense at the 5 position doesn't get me excited for them too as well. Say Tyus Jones, I'm with you, can take the point guard position, but there's not much with Phoenix. There's not much with Phoenix, honestly. It's bad there, honestly. I expect Devin Booker to get traded, in my opinion. I don't see good fortune for them and all too as well.
I'll tell you what, though, the only bad team I respect, and I like their players, I'm talking about their centers, is probably the Hornets. You can say that. I mean, that's fair to say. I mean, yes.
Now you're pushing it. This is where I want to go. Let's let's just go into the NFL right now. I can't because I think you had a right segue talking about Houston and all, and I think that's the most interesting team to talk about in the NFL, at least, or one of the interesting teams to talk about in the NFL. So let's get out of this garbage that we're talking about in the NBA right now. We'll have plenty of time for that throughout the season, though. Let's talk about the NFL now. This is after week 2 and all. Let me get my little script together and all, since we're going to the NFL and all. But yeah, this is after week 2 and all. We're coming off of a Monday night game where the Falcons in the last 2 minutes of the game stole a game against the Philadelphia Eagles in Philadelphia and all too as well, where they were presenting a Nick Foles statue. Vince is going to help me out with this and all, apparently and all. And Kirk Cousins, out of all the quarterbacks, was able to take the glory from that part at least and all, able to win the game. And you like that type of moment and all too.
Man.
But we're coming off of a week 2 and all. We have some surprise teams in the Buccaneers, in my opinion. The Saints 2 and 0 and all, with some big offensive explosions and all. I'm going to ask Vince who he has as his top 10 power rankings right now.
Thank you.
I'll give the audience mine real quick from 10 to 1. I got Philadelphia Eagles at 1-1. Shocking. I actually have the Eagles in the top 10 power rankings and all. But the talent.
I hate it.
Exactly. We'll talk about the hater shit later and all. But because of their their schedule and all too as well, they're able to beat the Packers and all. At least 3.5 quarters, they're able to slow down the Falcons until the last 2 minutes at least and all. I still have to respect them and put them 10. Number 9, I'm going to put the Seattle Seahawks 2-0 and all. Very impressed with their 2 performances and all. Easier game against the Broncos, but I think they beat a very tough team in New England on the road too as well. Early game from a West team in the NFC and all. I find that impressive and all to beat the Patriots, so I have them 9. Number 8, the Minnesota Vikings and Sam Darnold and all. They have come out and showed out, in my opinion, in the first week, mind you, against the Giants and all. But they beat the defending NFC champions in San Francisco, mind you, with some injuries and all. But still was able to at least dominate the game and all until 49ers made it close towards the end and all. Number 7, I'll still put the 49ers there, even with a 1-1 record. Still the defending champions of the NFC and all. Thoroughly dominated the Jets and all. Lost a close game to the Vikings and all. I can respect them even with the 1-1 record to put them 7. I will put my Detroit Lions at number 6 and all. Even though they have their 1-1 record, I think they face 2 tough teams in the Bucs and the Rams and all. The Rams are dealing with the injuries now, so that's why their performance against the Cardinals was a little on the bad side, because they lost 41 to I think 10 and all to the Cardinals. But they did put up a good performance and all. Cooper Kupp showed out in week 1 and all against them, even with Puka Nacua getting hurt and all too as well. And with the second week loss to the Buccaneers. Buccaneers are a legit football team. I'm not sleeping on this team and all too as well. They have enough championship pedigree. Baker Mayfield is turning out to be at least an average to a good quarterback at least and all. I think that was a good loss. You don't want a good loss at least and all, but it wasn't a bad loss where I'm going to have them outside these top 10 power rankings. Number 5, got to put the New Orleans Saints there. Even though they beat a hapless Carolina Panthers team, they did thoroughly beat a Cowboys team on the road, a defense that showed out against the Browns at least and all. Didn't fool me, but maybe fooled others at least and all. But they showed out on the road, early game. Dallas coming in after a win like that. I kind of expected the back and forth offensive game at least and all.
Yeah.
The Saints defense, I have to give them credit, showed out to a degree at least and all too as well. Gave up some big plays, but still did good enough to hold out and have a big win against the Dallas Cowboys. With their start, I'll give them number 5 in my power rankings. Buffalo Bills, I put number 4. Josh Allen is playing Josh Allen football. He's able to deal without the receivers. At least to deal without Diggs not being there, and the receivers too as well, and all, because now it's Curtis Samuel and Shakir there too as well. But they face a tough opponent in the Cardinals at least and all. They face a tough opponent on the run against the Dolphins at least and all, but they thoroughly dominated and all. I'll put them 4 for the time being and all too as well. I feel like there are enough questions there, but they answered them at these first 2 weeks and all. I'll give them number 4. Number 3 in the surprise, I will put the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at number 3 overall. Impressive win against the Commanders, a bad team and all. And then another impressive win coming off their playoff loss in Detroit, going back to Detroit. Kind of, leading the game, I think, mostly throughout the whole game. I think from quarter 1 to the end of the fourth quarter, they had the lead basically the whole game. They held off the Lions from scoring. The Lions were able to get into the red zone multiple times. Were unable to get into multiple touchdowns, at least and all. So the defense is showing out. I can argue Baker Mayfield won that game too as well for the Bucks against the Lions, and he didn't even throw a touchdown all with his big runs and all. And I'll give a quarterback credit for some runs when he's having a big game throwing wise against the Commanders at least and all. It's not just running and all. But these two teams are no surprise to me, honestly. The champs are the champs and the Chiefs, so that's why they're one to me. Lucky wins, both wins, honestly, at Arrowhead with the Ravens a Kevin Durant toe issue with Isaiah Likely and all, and catching that touchdown and all, and the Bengals either shooting themselves out of the game and the refs to a degree inserting themselves in the game. Honestly, you can obviously argue a little bit of luck with the Chiefs, but they are 2-0. I will put them number 1. And number 2, the team that I think is going to be climbing and I think get that number 1 power ranking seed by the end of the season is the Houston Texans. C.J. Stroud, in my opinion, has looked flawless in my opinion. He did have some moments against the Bears defense, but I think the Bears defense is that good. I think they threw him off his rhythm. He looked awesome against the Colts in week 1, honestly. Got us thinking Anthony Richardson was real. No, he wasn't. At least his first quarter and a half was better than Anthony Richardson's whole game, at least and all. But had that game in command, in my opinion. Though I feel like there was no worry. I think the Bears' defense is just that good, so they're able to make that more of a game than it would have been. I think the Texans are that good, honestly. I love the improvements and all, but that's who I have at number 2. Chiefs, I close out at number 1 and all. So that's my power rankings for you, Vince. Philadelphia 10, Seahawks 9, Vikings 8, Niners 7, Lions 6, Saints 5, Bills 4, Buccaneers 3, Texans 2, and Chiefs 1 and all. So I'm curious how you feel about your top 10 teams and all. And
I like yours.
Let it rip.
I like yours. We're gonna have difference for my list and obviously from your list. But I love your list. Now I respect it. Now my list. By the way, I went 8-8 this week and. Shout out to Kobe. And
this man loves his picks. This man loves his picks and all too as well. We're gonna have some picks after too as well. Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh man, bruh. Anyways, the other week I went 12-4, which is actually not that bad. Fuck the Chiefs. Anyways.
Yeah, we both had the Ravens in that one for sure.
We did. Yeah, we did. God damn it, my game. Why the fuck would you do so? Shout out to Nagwar. Anyway, with that being said,
it's very disappointing that I don't have the Ravens in the top 10 right now. That's a conversation that I'm very happy to have with you later on. But let me not stop interrupting you. Top 10.
Yeah. Like Ravens fans say, Mother Humphrey, you're podcasting more than you're playing. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, but anyways, number 10. Shout out to this team. Shout out to my guy Big Baby. The Chargers, number 10, respectfully. This team is gonna listen. I'm just happy the Chargers have the right coach. Okay, this team is going to be good. I'm telling you right now, and Rob, you can agree with this. Year 2 or year 3, this team is going to be so fucking good. And you're seeing it already. I know they beat the Panthers. I know they beat the Raiders. But this team is going to be a grind-out team. And Jim Harbaugh knows how to build a powerhouse. You can agree with that. He did it in San Francisco. I wish we gave them the power as a GM because, of course, we chose Trent Baalke. Shaking my head. And that's why Trent Baalke is not doing great in Jacksonville. All right, anyways, number 9 is Philadelphia. Exactly. Number 9 is Philadelphia. 8, I'm going with the Niners. I'm surprised you didn't have this team. This team is 2-0, Ralph. Seattle. I got to give Seattle one.
I do. Number 9.
Okay.
Am I number 9? Yep.
Okay. See, the reason why I love this team, and I think this team by year 3 or year 2 is going to be good, is because their defensive coordinator came from the Ravens, and he knows how to scheme well against Kyle. He knows how to scheme well against McVay. Thank God this team did not hire Dan Quinn, laugh out loud, by the way, former Seattle guy. But, no, I think they chose the right guy. Now, I know the OC came from Washington, the Huskies, but, so far, Gino's not playing that bad. I mean, they're winning games.
It's playing pretty good.
Should have lost to the Patriots, though, because I would have ran the ball, kicked a field goal, you're be up by 6. I think you guys win. But, again, you guys rebuilding mode and winning at the same time. How about NBA terms? How about that? The Washington Wizards term. The Washington Wizards term. Win and lose at the same time. Anyways, okay. 6 is Tampa Bay. I will agree with that. But 5 are the Vikings. 4. By the way, shout out to our guy Sparky. I will say this, Sparky. I know you don't like Sam Darnold, but listen, bro. My guy Rob Mentor said it on my podcast, and also I'm going to say it on his podcast. Listen, if Nick Mullins can do the same numbers, so can Sam Darnold, bro. So, I mean, by the way, they don't even have JJ. JJ's, listen, I know he's injured, but he's learning the full offense. If JJ's good, this is going to be a scary team as long as they keep Brian Flores. Shout out to Brian Flores. He's saving Kevin O'Connell's job. Let's keep it a bean. All right, but anyways, number 4, the Saints. How funny is that? How funny
I
is
know. I have them in
that?
the top 5 too. That's ridiculous. You're not
Well,
lying.
let's
Go
be
ahead.
real. But let's be real. Let's be real. Well, I like to compare this to, you know what? Let me compare this in college terms, right? For example, USC, right? We know the USC is going to score, right? Because of Lincoln Riley, right? Now, thank God he chose Anthony Lynn's son from UCLA because he's doing well, he's doing. Shout out to his son, he's doing well. Now we'll see how he does against Michigan, but shit, he's the best defensive coordinator Lincoln Riley's ever had. Now let me do it in NFL terms. Now, Dennis Allen. Now he's a defensive-minded coach. With the Saints, I mean, we'll see how they do against Philadelphia in New Orleans. But I mean, I think Clint Kubiak is going to save Dennis Allen's job because right now I think the Saints might make the playoffs by the way how the Saints are scoring. So, by the way, I'm going to call right now on your show. By the way, Ralph Mentor, do not be shocked if Clint Kubiak is either going to be a Bears coach. I would like that for Caleb Williams. Or what about it's in the family? What about this one? And I think our guy would love it. Trust me, it's in the family. Why not? Now, if they fire this guy for I don't think they will, but why not? Because they used to have Gary Kubiak, the Denver Broncos, and I mean, why not? I mean, their owner's Walmart. They have money, and it's in the family, right? Gary Kubiak. Why not? I don't think they're gonna fire Sean Payton, but if they did, that would make sense too. But if I'm Clint Kubiak, do not choose the Giants. Choose the Bears because that's a really possibility. Because if the Bears don't make the playoffs, that coach gets fired, which I think you would agree with that. All right.
Eberflus is gone. Yep, I'm with you. Yep.
Yes. Because offensive coaches always help the quarterbacks. We know that. By the way, shout out to my guy Ralph Mentors. You know what's crazy? Jaden Daniels is the best quarterback and the best rookie quarterback right now. Let's go. But anyway,
let's go.
Yes,
there's a chance.
Ralph Mentors' agenda is still alive. Breaking news, laugh out loud. Okay, number 3, the Houston Texans. Shout out to my guy JR Garzante, that's for sure. The Texans are fucking for real, man. I'm so happy for my guy D'Amico Ryans, former Eagle, played for Bama. So very happy for my guy D'Amico. Hopefully Texans stay healthy and let's go. Number 2 are the Buffalo Bills. I mean, it's funny with the narrative with Josh Allen. I mean, listen, listen, I get it. People can make fun of this guy with the turnovers, but this guy, listen. These are the quarterbacks that can only beat Patrick Mahomes, and Ralph can agree. C.J. Stroud, not in order. C.J. Stroud, Joe Burrow, Matthew Stafford, and Josh Allen. Those are the only quarterbacks as we speak right now that can pop. And you know what? He beat him last year. I got to give this guy credit too. Don't forget this guy is Jordan Love. Also, pretty soon, I do think Herbert will beat him too. Because let's keep it real. Herbert is talented. With Jim Harbaugh, he's going to be So, anyways, But with that being said, the Buffalo Bills. Shout out to my guy Will. The Buffalo Bills are legit. I mean, I know they don't have a number 1 receiver, but I do like their receiving core. Curtis Samuel, my guy Keon Coleman, Dustin Knox, and obviously Kincaid. I mean, as long as they have Josh Allen, they still have a chance. They always have a chance. He's the best quarterback in that division. It's not even close. All right.
Not even close.
Shout out to Egypt. All right, number 1 are the Chiefs. Prayers for Isaiah Pacheco. It sucks, you know what I mean? I hate injuries. And Rob Metro, I know we can talk about it later, but I know the NFL wants to go to an 18-game schedule. That's going to be tough now because you see injuries now, but it is what it is. It's football. But, the Chiefs are always number 1. And listen, shout out to my guy Nonsense. Because, I'm going to give the Patriots a lot of credit because I appreciate the Patriots dynasty more than the Chiefs dynasty. Now, why am I saying that? See, my thing is this, Rob Mentor. I know kids are listening to this. I know kids like watching the NFL, but listen, I'm getting tired of. I don't mind Taylor Swift. I don't mind it, but my thing is this: it's too much. I know the NFL. Listen, the NFL loves. Yeah, it's the NFL. They love attention, which they do. But I think Nonsense has a great point. See, my thing, Ralph, I just want them to call the game fair. There's a reason why I like college football more than the NFL because at least college football they call the game fair, right? But in NFL, it's so obvious who they want to win. Now, I'm not going to say anything because if I do, I'm a hater. But it's just a fact. Bro, if somebody's holding, call it. Bro, if they call it, I wouldn't even care about this. But I think Nonsense is preaching, bro, because, listen, I'm a Niner fan, but shit, I saw Bosa getting hold all the time. But guess what? They don't call it. They don't freaking call it. But listen, Rob, you know I'm preaching, but I guess the NFL has their agenda. They want their future king GOAT, and I get it. Which, by the way, ironically, happy birthday to Patrick Mahomes. How about that, Rob Mentor?
That's today?
Yeah, he's 29. Go ahead.
No, I like. Oh yeah, I mean, F Pat Mahomes for the time being, at least. No, we're giving him all his love for number. We're giving him the king status right now as number one. No, but I do like your list. No, the Chargers are be the only team. I couldn't put the Chargers there over the Philadelphia Eagles. That was my only issue, at least. No.
Yeah.
I know Philadelphia is supposed to be the Super Bowl contender, at least, even with my skeptic, analysis. Allegedly, at least, no. But I do respect the talent on their team, at least, no, too, as well. Again, they kind of dominate, not kind of, they did dominate 3.5 of the quarters, at least, no. It was just that one drive that Kirk Cousins stepped up and all. So that's my only difference, at least, no. I see everything else you're seeing. I get why you put the Saints that high, the Bills that high, too, as well. The Niners that low, at least, no, too, as well. Now, did I hear the Lions, though? Did I hear the Lions from you?
Oh, no, they're not in my list. They're not.
They're not in your top 10 right now.
They're number 11 for me. Just because
number 11?
That's all, yeah.
I got you. My 11, I think, is Pittsburgh right now, too, as well. That's another team.
And they're 2-0 as well. You know what?
They're 2-0 as well, yep.
We treat Justin Fields shit, but he's winning games.
Yeah.
Let's give him credit.
Yeah. I'm going to give him credit and all, too, as well. And, he's doing what you're supposed to. Just don't turn over the ball. No, that's why I was frustrated in the preseason when he fumbled the ball, at least. To your point, don't take preseason too serious.
He's a lot better than Let's Ride, but go ahead, yes.
There you go. Oh yeah. And I'm pretty sure Tomlin may force him and all too as well. But if they keep winning, maybe we don't see him and all. But I love hearing your top 10 teams at least in the league and all. Now I want to hear some surprising teams, good and bad. I want to hear from you. And I'll give you an example and all. Patriots are very, very good right now. Very surprised. Even though I did expect their defense to be good, especially the back end. Marcus Jones, John Jones, you got Christian Gonzalez, you got Kyle Duggar there. There's potential for it being very good, honestly. And the fact that it's looking elite right now, honestly. Jamar Chase and DK Metcalf look a little disappearing act. We couldn't stop Ajigba, but there's only so much you can do with the weapons that they have over there, too, as well. No, but the defense now is losing Jawan Bentley, and now he tore a pec, so he's going to be out for the season, it looks like, and all. Yeah. We already were listing our D-tackle and Barmore and all, too, as well. I'm very impressed on how they look and all. And also a maligned O-line. Even though Pats fans were saying without David Andrews, we're going to look really bad and all. To be fair to the O-line, Andrews is playing, and it shouldn't be surprised they look this good, at least, not too, as well. But the fact that they're able to run the football with Ramondre Stevenson was a big running back name for me last year, and they had no chance of showing him out. We're seeing it so far this year, honestly. The Pats want to run the football, and you can't stop them from running the football, honestly. That's a great sign for me to see and all. Jacoby Brissett, my only problem with him, can we throw outside the numbers and all, but I know that's not his strength and all. Yeah. So that's why I'm really excited about this team and all. If they can continue what they're doing, and Jacoby Brissett is just doing what he's doing and all, and they have to look at something to make this team more explosive. Drake May is on your bench and all. If your defense and O-line are playing like this and all, and you're playing average football, at least which I expect and all. Look what happened against the Seahawks. You're saying we should have won. I watched the whole game. We should have won and all, but we lost that game and all. I expect a few more like that. Mm-hmm. So maybe that's why Drake May have a chance to play and all, and that can really poke on. When's a wide receiver for the New England Patriots in this first game or two able to get a touchdown? His first career touchdown. Jalen Polk and all, too, as well. That's a skill right now, too, as well, for a Pats wide receiver to get a touchdown that early in his career and all, as a rookie, too, as well. So just shows his potential, honestly. I know Brissett can't get the ball outside the numbers and all, so whenever they insert Drake May, I thought it could be after this month. The way they're playing, that's not going to happen. Could be more towards Thanksgiving. We see Drake May and all. This team is going to be competitive and all, so I do expect them to stick with it. But as a homer, obviously, and a pro Boston guy right here, I got to say, and as a guy who predicted the Pats to be in the worst team in the AFC, if not the worst team in the AFC, AFC East, not the worst team in the AFC, I'm very proud the way they've played the first two games and all, giving a Super Bowl contender, the Bengals, all their money in a win, and giving, and I think, a sneaky playoff team in the Seattle Seahawks all their money too as well, honestly. Able to slow down their offense and all, able to show out their defense. Keon White, another 2-sack game and all too as well. That's how excited I really am about the Pats. I thought this tank for Hunter thing was going to be something I thought was an agenda I was going to be able to ride with. Wrong. Definitely wrong. This team is legit right now, and we have a guy like Polk I'm mentioning Polk. Pop Douglas hasn't even been able to get open. I'm not even open. He's been able to get open, just to the point about Jacoby Brissett. Just can't get the ball outside the numbers, even at the slot position. There's more potential offensively, honestly. So, as a surprise good team and all, I got to go with the Pats after 2 weeks and all. I'm very excited about what they can do and all. So I'm curious, on the good side at least and all. More than one team and all. I won't limit it. I'll bring up some other teams too as well. But what do you like as a good team that surprised you outside as your type 10?
Who would have thought the Patriots, the freaking Patriots, would hire a black coach as a head coach? Look at that's breaking news. But shout out to the brother Gerald Mayo. But I will say this. I know I'm trying to be funny here, but in all seriousness, though, Ralph Mentor. See, I want to shout out to you and Nonsense because you see Nonsense. See, I love my guy Nonsense, but see, he overreacts to preseason. Let's keep it a beat about preseason, right? It's 4 players to make the team, right? So I know he was getting mad at the Patriots defense, but lo and behold, you know what that tells you? Fuck preseason. It don't mean shit. Because look at the Patriots defense now. Now Nonsense like, oh shit, why can't we couldn't play against the preseason? Nonsense. It's fucking preseason. Look at Andrew Gerald Jones. Brock Purdy's so bad in preseason. We can take Moody. Everybody's worried about taking Moody. But it's fucking. I'm okay with them missing throws or missing a kick in fucking preseason. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Ralph? So the surprising thing to me, I do like that. Which, by the way, you guys have a lot of cap space. Hopefully, you guys spend that on receivers. I will say this, though. I got a joke for you, Ralph Mentor. Jalen Reagor got released. And he played for the Philadelphia Eagles. And look at that. Lord have mercy. My advice, never draft TCU receivers. All right, anyways. And this guy posted on something on Instagram. He got released. God damn it. Anyways, let's move on. Oh, my God, Ralph Mentor. Jesus Christ, brother. Anyways. Because it's funny because Lucas called me for that, and I'm like, damn it. Anyway, I think the surprise team, I'm going to keep it real with you, Ralph. It's probably, it's most likely the Saints because I thought they were going to be bad. But I got to give them credit, bro. I think hiring Clint Kubiak was really big for them. And
you've called it out all summer too as well. I'll give you credit on that one. You were you low-keyed that one too as well. I wasn't buying it, but you've been low-keying Kubiak a lot, honestly. Dude, I get the Panthers are a bad team and all, but dropping 40 points in back-to-back games, honestly, it's a serious thing, honestly. It's not a misnomer, honestly.
And what did I say, Rob? What did I say on my show? I said this. I picked the Cowboys because they were at home, but I also said do not be surprised if the Saints beat them as well because a Shanahan type of play caller always beat the Cowboys. Mike LaFleur, Kyle Shanahan, McVay.
West Coast offense, basically, right? That's what I'm hearing now, too. West Coast offense.
There you go. Mm-hmm. And then obviously Clint Kubiak. So shout out to the Cowboys for hiring Mac Zimmer. Oh boy, and that's why the Cleveland Browns are frauds. So, anyways, but with that being said, but no, I think the Saints are the surprise team right now, and lo and behold, they're hosting the Super Bowl at their house. So, Ralph Mentor, by the way how they're scoring, is it possible they can host in New Orleans?
Yeah. You know how I diss the NFC and all. Anybody can jump into the category of being the champion out. So it's just champion of the NFC at least, no. But it's not crazy to put the Saints there. Honestly, they can score. I can't think of a better if this is real out of them. I can't think of a better offense in the NFC right now. San Francisco's known for their defense and all.
When
healthy at least and all. And their O-line, same thing with the Eagles and all. More O-line than their defense lately at least and all. But their O-line is the reason why the championship contenders. Detroit Lions too as well. I guess their offense kind of resembles what the Saints do. Not Saints do, but can put up the points at least. No, they're different offenses at least and all. More run base at least and all. More play action. And obviously the Saints are running the West Coast offense right now. But I'm with you right now. This is it's a team that can surprise some teams. It's not a misnomer to score 40 points in back-to-back weeks. I don't care who you are. If you're doing that and all, it is a trend to say that your offense is going to be top 5 throughout the season. Honestly, it's gonna have to take a crazy injury. Honestly, knock on wood. I won't jinx them though. But you got Alvin Kamara there, and when healthy, he should be in the top 5. Running backs in the league. Honestly, Chris Olave right there is another young wide receiver in this league and all too as well. It's ridiculous right now. When we mentioned the wide receivers, the conversation we were having and all, Chris Olave wasn't mentioned and all, and he's no joke. The guy's a former OSU guy, I believe, no different from Marvin Harrison.
Don't
and
forget
and we all,
another receiver's
ahead,
name was Shaheed. Yeah, yep.
Okay, they got another one, and I'm bringing up OSU wide receivers like Jigba, and look what he did against my pass throughout the game too as well. So no, it's just crazy talent. It's not like the Saints are facing bad teams and they're getting lucky.
Yeah.
Derek Carr is capable. Alvin Kamara is a Pro Bowl. For now, capable. That's what I'm saying, capable. I'm not gonna go crazy about his numbers and all. Yeah. Derek Carr is real with the crash car thing, quoted by Andrew Jones at least. No, but we have Alvin Kamara surrounding him. When you have Chris Olave surrounding him, at least and all, there's potential there. And their defense has never slacked off, at least. You still got Cam Jordan leading there. Dennis Allen is known for defense, at least and all. Their defense wasn't bad last year and all. They obviously can double up. And the defense hasn't been bad throughout the years, I should say, honestly. They gave the Brady Tampa Bay Buccaneers so much trouble when they went to the Super Bowl and all. So that defense is still the same when you can, if you want to argue that, honestly. I would argue. You still got Marshawn Lattimore there. As long as his head's screwed on right, he's okay, if not pretty good, cornerback too as well. They got players there. So I'm with you with the surprise team. Another team I would throw there, but you had them in your top 10 are the Chargers. I thought they'd be a bad team, honestly, similarly to my Patriots and all. But Jim Harbaugh's doing it again. Let me stack up my O-line. Let me stack up my D-line and all too as well. Let me add some running backs and all. Let's make it simple for a talented quarterback and all too as well. You saw how simple they made it in the first week and all. They stepped up a little bit more. I think they got a guy in Mitchell, the wide receiver there, getting going and all too as well.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't think they had anything in the wide receiver position. Now this guy's looking dope on one-on-one coverage and all too as well. So I will give them credit. You still got Khalil Mack there. I think he made a big play, if not in this past game last week and all too as well, against his former team, and then in this past week too as well. Joey Bosa, I'm not sure if he came back from injury yet. I know he got hurt and all, but if he's playing through it, then again, you got the guys there. Derwin James, I'm going to put there as one of the top end safeties in the league, as long as he's healthy. And
can we give a shout out for staying healthy? J.K. Dobbins.
That's the running back there, honestly, too, as well. And this man showing now is a top-end running back in the league, as long as he's healthy in the first 2 weeks and all. Never could show that with the Ravens and all. Now he's showing that here with the Chargers and all. They got a recipe. Jim Harbaugh's recipe is working all of a sudden in the NFL. No surprise. I shouldn't be surprised and all, but they're doing it. First 2 games, this is against the Raiders, who beat the Ravens on the road, honestly. I'm sure we'll talk about that as our bad, surprising teams right now. I'm sure we'll get to that about the Ravens and all. But the Raiders were able to beat that team. They were in the game against the Chargers, too, as well, throughout the first 3 quarters, or if not the first 2.5 quarters. And the Chargers took over in the back end of the game and all, too, as well. So, no, I'm with you with the Chargers, too, as well as a surprising team. I got to put them there, right there and all, too, as well, with the Pats. With the team that you just mentioned there, too, as well, with the Saints and all, too, as well. They're surprising teams that I expected to be bad, and they're right there as top-end teams. At least after 2 weeks. We got 17 weeks, ladies and gentlemen, so 15 more weeks. But you don't want to have a bad start. You want a good start and all.
Oh, yeah.
So you got to give these teams credit for a good start and all. So, yeah, if you got another surprising team you want to throw out outside the top 10, go ahead.
I do have to mention a quarterback, because I do want him to go to a good spot, because if Baker Mayfield can resurrect his career, same with Sam Darnold, I want this guy to resurrect his career, go to somewhere else. You know what I'm talking about. This team gave up on him this week. Bryce Young. I do think Bryce. I know people are not high on him because he's small. It's the same people that don't like Hunter Murray because he's small as well. Hashtag JB Fortis, especially the Panthers. Anyway, with that being said, I think Bryce Young. I'm being serious. With 2 teams, I do think he can be successful because they have weapons. My number 1 team I want him to go to is Tennessee. Bro, my guy Ron Carthon, he's building a squad in Tennessee. Good defense.
Good for you.
The guy came from San Francisco. He's got weapons. Will Levis sucks. If you put Bryce Young in Tennessee, I think he will be successful. Now, the other team, shout out to our guy Tip, they're not going to get him, but I do think if they want to, Bryce Young with the Raiders, they have weapons.
Raiders. I like that better. I like that better because I wanted Prescott over there. Obviously, you got $60 million from Dallas. He ain't going nowhere no more. I would love that for the Raiders and all too as well. Oh,
another good
Go ahead.
Another one would be, I can't believe I'm saying this, and shout out to our guy Dan, the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's interesting. It's not going to happen, but I like your idea at least and all. Because Bryce Young can do what Tua has to do for that offense and all. If not a little bit more because of his running capabilities.
And Mike McDaniels is the offensive coach. I'm just saying.
I don't hate that. I think out of the three, I like the Raiders a lot. Now, first off, I'm shocked Bryce Young is in this conversation to get traded. The Panthers, what's Sparky's thing? Loser franchise, make loser decisions or whatever that is, honestly. If they trade Bryce Young and all this quickly, it's more of a loser. It's such a loser move to do, honestly. I commend what Ryan Poles did with Fields at least.
I think that was a David Tepper move because remember the coach said Bryce Young is going to be our starter for now. But the next day they name Andy Dalton. We know what Andy Dalton is, ladies and gentlemen. He's labeled the Little Red Rocket for a reason. But anyways, with that being said, exactly. But with that being said, it's just like you know what? This is what the Panthers get. And I feel bad for Panther fans, but David Tepper is beginning to be. How can I say this? I think he's got money. But he's like Jerry Jones, an asshole. He's just an asshole. He's
more Irsay.
Yeah.
He's more Irsay at least and all because at least Jerry Jones with his bullshit can identify talent at least. No, we can never argue with Jerry Jones at least.
Let me ask you this, Ralph. Which job? Let me ask you a great question, Ralph Mentor. Which job is attractive? Think hard. Is it the Giants or the Panthers?
Giants. It's still a glory franchise at least, too as well. To my point about Tepper, if he makes this move and he's thinking Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders, or was it Carson Beck is just going to come in and save your franchise, you're an idiot. Bryce Young should be making some noise with his talent at least. Anthony Richardson's able to make some noise with the Colts at least and he can't even throw over 50% in the football game from what I'm hearing on Twitter. You know what I mean? Bryce Young is coming off of a Heisman level type of play, if not winning a Heisman, if not winning a championship on the level of right there of winning a championship too as well. This guy knows how to play quarterback position too as well. Even Caleb Williams looks dumb more than half of the time, but he's not throwing below 50% at least too as well. He has moments where we're like, okay, we can see why they drafted him number one. We see why that he's a big deal at the number one pick and all. For the Carolina Panthers to give Bryce Young no type of success at all, honestly, it's just a dichotomy of Steve Tepper, in my opinion, honestly. And they have, if he goes to either of these teams you talk about, especially the Raiders and the Titans, honestly, to your surprise team at least, and I'll give you that. If Will Levis could just play some adequate football at the quarterback position. And he's not going to. He said he was week one, didn't do it, just doubled down on what he did the week before. But if Bryce Young would have success right now, in my opinion, if he's going over to the Titans in a mid-season trade right now, that's ridiculous that we're that close of that happening, honestly, that the Panthers that are selling football tickets for $2 a pop right now are going to trade your number one pick from last season, not even 2 years in, for what? For what? Because, Bryce Young has no value right now. What type of pick are you going to get from him? A third-round pick, maybe? Maybe a second-round pick?
Can I make your audience laugh right now? I'm going to make them laugh right now. Okay, I wish Davey was here because he would laugh his ass off. So the coach of the year 2 years ago, the Giants scored how many touchdowns? 3 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns? And all the Commanders did was all field goals and they still won? What the fuck? So wait. You mean wait. So here's the deal. I think Tate said it best. So my thing is, bro, I get it with the analytics going for 2, and I get it. You didn't have a kicker because he was injured. I get all that. But my thing is this, bro. If you kick the field goal, you fucking win the game. Bro, that's ridiculous. If that was my team, and I get it. They didn't have a kicker out. I get all that. But my thing is, bro,
we don't have a kicker. That's the issue.
I get it. That's no excuses. They should have a practice squad kicker, but you get the idea. But it's just like, bro, god damn it, bro. Like, have you ever seen that before, Ralph Mentor? You scored, 3 touchdowns and still lose to a team that kicked all field goals, god damn it?
Only the Giants, my man. You have Daniel Jones as your quarterback. What type of luck do you think you're going to get in all, too, as well, and all? And again, to your point, you probably looked halfway decent and all, but that's just too much of a mess over there, too, as well.
He's a dog.
He's a dog, but there's just nothing there with the Giants, at least, and all, too, as well.
I'm going to give him my little team, bro. I'm sorry about that.
No, go ahead. I don't care like that.
It's Sparky's team, Vikings, because who would have thought they would be 2-0 with Sam Darnold? You would laugh. By the way, shout out to our guy Minnow Snow because he's like motherfucker Vince Saiz. We're gonna kick ass against the Texans. I hope he shows up. But no, seriously, I do love this team. I wish this team. I don't think so either. But listen, overall, at the end of the day, I do love this team because of Brian Flores. I wish he can be a head coach, but we know why.
Yeah.
I do think he's a really good DC. He was right about Tua. Shout out to our guy Brian Flores. But no, but seriously, I do think with this offense, if they stay healthy, they could be a problem in the playoffs, especially at their house, Rob Mentor. So I'm so proud of the Viking fans and RIP. You know what's crazy, Rob? And I want to cry right now because they drafted that corner from Oregon, Kyrie Jackson. RIP to that guy, man. Because I do think he would have been really good for them. And also, I don't know how Oregon does it. They always have good corners. Shout out to Chris Gonzalez. Shout out to Lenore. But seriously. But no, I do think that. I'm surprised. But you know what? Shout out to Kevin O'Connell. I mean, he's a quarterback coach.
It's Kevin, man.
Yeah, Kevin O'Connell. He came from the Rams. Kevin Moore. God damn it. Anyways, but with that being said, but no, seriously, I think that was a great sleeper because who saw that one coming? If you would have told me the Vikings would be 2-0 without JJ McCarthy, you would probably call me a liar. And so as of right now, Brad, would you agree with this? Brian Flores is probably the best defensive coordinator in that division as we speak right now. He is.
Yes. Yeah, he's got Aaron Glenn spinning tops right now for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know who the DC is in Chicago, honestly, but I like their defense a lot, honestly. They've shown out in both games, honestly, against the the Titans and the Texans and all. And I was impressed a lot with the Texans.
Well, that's more because of Will Levis, but but I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Titans game at least, no, but they slowed down C.J. Stroud. That first quarter and a half, I thought the Texans were going to blow him out and all. Diggs got going. Nico Collins had himself a huge game, honestly. Yeah. And they were still able to hold that down, honestly. So, but I'll give you Brian Flores the best defensive coordinator in the division, though. But what the Bears got cooking, honestly, I kind of like them just as much, honestly. The Lions, unfortunately, are not there right now. They kind of keep getting out there, in my opinion. But to your point, at least,
that's because of Ben Johnson. He wants to be the highest paid for a reason, and there's a reason why teams don't want to be. There's a reason why teams don't want to hire him as coach because of that reason. But keep going, yes.
Yeah, but let's go to our surprising teams that are on the bad side at least. No, it's only week 2.
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
Please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ravens. That's a shocker.
Yep.
I know it was against Kansas City. Yeah. I know it was against the Raiders, but see, I can't believe I'm saying this, Rob Mentor, but it's everybody else's fault but Lamar Jackson, as JB Ford is. But anyways, with that being said, but it makes sense because every Raven fan that I talk to, I think they're done with John Harbaugh because, it's just we know the Ravens they get talent every year. That's a fact. You see, and John Harbaugh. Let's be real about John Harbaugh. He's a special team guy. People forget about that, but he is in charge of making the coaching staff. I think here's the problem. The narrative with the Baltimore Ravens, the narrative was always, Lamar, no receiver wanted to join Lamar yet. Well, it was because of Greg Roman, because you got to block for Greg Roman. But anyways, I know what Raven fans is talking about, right? He never had a number one receiver, yada, yada, yada. I think that's a fact because, listen, I like Flowers. Never. I like Bateman, but we know what they are. I like Isaiah Likely. I like Mark Andrews, but let's keep it a bean. Has Lamar ever had a number one receiver? Probably not. So listen, for me, I don't like what I'm seeing with Tom Munkin. He's not using Derrick Henry right. To me, he's showing me Kevin Moore-like, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
But with that being said, but no, the Ravens are so talented. For me, listen, and no offense to the Raiders. Shout out to our guy Tim. The Raiders do have good defense. They have good weapons. Shout out to Devontae Adams. My guy Ralph Mentor claims George Pickens is over him. Sometimes they take turns. It's like the Spider-Man.
They take turns. Yep.
Their turn, my turn. Their turn, my turn. That's all loud. But seriously, I do. But listen. The Ravens. I'm not faulting them for losing to the Chiefs, but to losing to the Raiders at home, that's not good. But go ahead, yeah.
With a lead, I think it was a 26 lead or a 17-6. They had some type of 10-point lead, I think, and all. Yeah. And they let the Ravens come back, tie it 20-20. I think they won 23-20, if not 26-23, some weird shit like that. But it's a Tom Munkin thing for me, honestly. Derrick Henry again is on the sidelines for most of the game, honestly, all over again. You should be dominating, running the football, and using your best receiving option, in my opinion, and Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely. Isaiah Likely is shown out, obviously, in the playoffs and in the first game against the Chiefs and all. So it's like emphasize that. I didn't get to watch the game and all, so I'm not sure how they moved the football and all. But from watching on the GameCast at least and all, I wasn't impressed how they were moving the football and all. And I thought you were supposed to be running the football over and over again with Henry and all, and then rely on your play action and all. So I'm with you with the Ravens being a surprise team and all. It's the coaching that has me concerned if they can really flip the script and all. There's another 0-2 team in the AFC North who I trust a little bit more to get out of it and all. A surprising loss to the Patriots at least and all. But there's always a weird week 1 loss and all. They had it. And then against the Chiefs, they had a competitive game. Burrow with a fumble. The penalties obviously in the back end of the fourth quarter and all kind of ruined them and all. But with the Bengals 0-2 start, I like their prospects of getting better throughout the season and all than the Ravens right now. 'Cause the way they're choosing to use their players like Derrick Henry and all. You're supposed to be relying on your defense too as well. You have a 17-6 whatever lead that was. You blew it, tied against an offense that Gardner Minshew is at the helm of too as well. So with the Ravens, honestly, I'm really concerned with their coaching. I'm with the John Harbaugh bandwagon. I'm not the biggest fan of them too as well. Todd Monken, I've jumped off that bandwagon after those 2 playoff performances against the Texans and the Chiefs, honestly, where I really feel like the scheme was the reason why Lamar Jackson looked that bad, honestly. But I'm with you as a surprise team with the Ravens, honestly. It is too early to say that they're done and all too as well, but I like where the Bengals are moving forward at least now because of their game against the Chiefs. One bad game against the Pats, I'm not going to hold you against and all too as well. Especially when it's the defense and the running game that beat you with the Pats at least and all. When I look at the Ravens and the Raiders, you had a lead, and the Ravens are known for defense. You blew that lead and all, and you couldn't keep a lead. I mean, not keep the lead, but your defense is going to hold down even Pat Mahomes too as well. And you guys did better in the playoffs last year than you did in Week 1 against Mahomes and all. So I'm very concerned about Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens moving forward, honestly, because it's their coaching I'm really questioning right now. Their talent is there. Patrick Queen, Kyle Hamilton, even Derrick Henry's still there. Zay Flowers another year as a wide receiver. Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely as tight ends at least. Now I like all that, but that coaching there. A lot of questions, honestly, too, as well. John Harbaugh, to me, is declining.
And Rob,
I feel like Tom Monken's up his
They got
ass.
Cowboys, Buffalo, and then the Bengals.
Yep.
So, it's not easy.
It doesn't stop. Yeah, that's the thing. As a number 1 seed last year, number 1 on the AFC North and all, you're not going to have an easy schedule, too, as well. You're going to be in tough games. You needed that win against the Raiders, and you lost that one. I'm worried about them and all. So I mentioned the Bengals. I'm not sure if they're a surprise 0-2 team to you. I don't think so. I think the Bengals surprise loss to the Pats. I feel like it's an okay moment for them. They showed out against the Chiefs. Not like they put the dud against the Chiefs. Honestly, they showed out the whole game. The Chiefs are the Chiefs, however you want to label it, how the Chiefs are. Then label it with the refs. You want to label it that way, or the dynasty. They're just winning, whatever you want to label it. But I have more optimism with the Bengals moving forward. And to your point about the schedule with the Ravens, I bet the Bengals schedule going forward is going to get a little bit more easier and all. I think we're all surprised about the Patriots and how they look and all. So I'll give the Bengals a break there. Chiefs are the Chiefs and all. I would think their schedule moving forward. Let me look at it real quick. You got is it the Panthers next? Okay, no, not yet. You got the Commanders next, then the Panthers, and then you're facing the Ravens, then the Giants. There's going to be enough space for them to get some wins and all. To your point about the Ravens and all, you mentioned the teams that they'll be facing next, and the Cowboys, the Bills, the Bengals, and then they'll get a break with the Commanders, and then they face the Bucs and all. It could be a slow start for the Ravens, honestly.
I'll tell you what.
I'm concerned about them.
I'll tell you another team, and they're in trouble. They're in big trouble, and they should have won those 2 games, and now they might go 0-4. I'm talking about the Jacksonville Jaguars. They should have beaten Miami. All you have to do, ATN, get that touchdown. It's over. It's over. You're 1-0. The Browns, you're at home. You lost by what? By 5? Really?
But you blew it, though. Yeah,
really? So now you play Buffalo in Buffalo. That I don't think they're winning that. And then you're playing Texas at Texas. Ralph, let's beat Charles Barkley. I guarantee they're going to
I'm with you.
That's a fact.
I'm so with you. Both games they should have won, honestly. Your point about the Travis Etienne fumble, you would have been up 24-7, would have gave you enough cushion to beat the Dolphins. They came back and won. And with the Browns game, you missed a field goal. The difference is a missed field goal and a safety. Yeah. You lost by 5, and you had the ball last and all too as well in that game. If you just make a field goal, Trevor Lawrence just throw the ball out bounds and let them have the Browns put the Browns offense back on the field, because we all know Deshaun Watson, we can't trust him too as well. And all can't even get over 20 points in the first 2 games of his in the first 2 weeks with the Browns and all too as well. The Jaguars kind of lost 2 games in my opinion, honestly.
Yeah.
So I'm with you with them looking 0-4 right now. And then you got the Colts, a division opponent. In week 5, and then you're facing the Bears on the road against a tough defense and all too as well. It's looking like another 17-20 game and all too as well.
I'll tell you what, Rob, if Doug Peterson gets fired, I like Kubiak for this team. I do.
That's a very good point. Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't mention that before, honestly, because Doug Peterson, to Betting Monster's point and all, another gentleman that we speak to on Twitter Spaces, I think he has him getting fired and all too as well. If not you, I forgot who said that and all, but I'm this schedule and all too as well. You're supposed to win those 2 games. I'm not even giving them the excuse of 1-1. I'm giving you 2-0, honestly. You should have been 2-0. I get the Browns defense is good. If you're in Cleveland, you lost that type of football game. All right, on the road, Browns needed that after their week 1 loss to the Cowboys. I think I could be okay with that. But at home, safety, your fault. The field goal, in my opinion, was definitely makeable. It wasn't a 50-yarder.
That was crucial,
definitely makeable. Yeah, it was crucial, and you missed it, So I'm with you with the Jacksonville Jaguars. I had them as a borderline playoff team, going 10-7 and all. If you're going 0-4, and you got the Eagles looking forward, the Vikings, a surprise good team this year, Lions, Texans a game. This is all back half of their schedule. Yeah. It's not good. You're having a tough schedule.
They're in danger, bro.
They're in big danger right now of losing their their coach and all, being in the top 10 and all, and being behind development wise, where they should be where the Texans are at right now. The way I've been talking about Trevor Lawrence over the past couple of years, I thought the Jaguars would be what the Texans are at, and they're nowhere close. They're in the complete opposite.
Let's talk about your rookie of the year so far. I mean, hey, Jaden Daniels and Marvin Harrison Jr. Round of applause.
Yep. I think you had Marvin Harrison too. I had Xavier Wilson, I believe in the
Ralph.
Worthy, Xavier Worthy. I'm sorry, Xavier Worthy.
You had it. For me, I'm gonna say it's your pod for the audience. For me, quarterback wise, I had Caleb Williams. For now, wait. For receiver, I had Keon Coleman. Now, right now, if we had to vote right now, it's right now, in my opinion, it's right now the best quarterback right now as a rookie is Jaden Daniels for now. And number 2 for the receivers is Marvin fucking Harrison Jr. Let's go, baby. But yeah.
After 1 game, 2 and all, but it's not even close. The way he exploded against the Rams, and Sunday.
Even though the Rams are depleted on injury, that's not his fault though. But yeah.
No, he got open against the Bills anyway, and all. Kyler Murray just missed him. Kyler Murray decided to stay off the COD, Call of Duty, I'm mentioning right now, watching film, and he found him. What is it? The first 2 catches Marvin Harrison had, he had 2 touchdowns, I believe, and all. Like, he was ridiculous. I had to watch that tape. He was ridiculous. I'm sleeping how big this individual is at 22 years old, and he's got the blood of a Hall of Fame wide receiver, Marvin Harrison Sr. right now, Marvin Harrison Jr. and all. Like, I had a reason to like the Cardinals and all, and I liked them a lot because of their defense and how they shut out the defense. If Kyler Murray, again, is healthy and Marvin Harrison is that, watch out for the Cardinals could be that surprise team too as well. I don't think it's hyperbolic, honestly, to put them there, honestly. I don't see it, but with the Rams being hurt the way they're hurt right now, they could be, now they're a 3rd team in the West in an open NFC right now too as well. That's a good surprise team. I think we forgot to mention and all, but I'm not sure how I got sidetracked talking about the Cardinals and all too as well. But to Marvin Harrison point, that's why.
Are they potentially the best Birds? Potentially.
Yes, they're better than the Falcons and the Eagles. You know how I feel about the Eagles, so I don't know yet. But the Eagles are better than the Cardinals, or at least and all. But the Cardinals did beat those Eagles last year too as well, and you added Marvin Harrison to the equation and all. So I like the Cardinals a lot. Marvin Harrison, I'm giving you that too as well. Outside of the rookie quarterbacks, he is by far, even after 1 game and people, 5 receptions, 141, and 2 tutties and all. This man, I agree, is rookie of the year outside of the quarterbacks and all. Jaden Daniels too as well. I'll throw him out real quick. I just think he's steadily improving right now. Even with the Commanders not able to score a touchdown against the Giants, but still able to win the game and all. I just think you see subtle improvement over the first 2 weeks. Caleb Williams has been so-and-so. Bo Nix, in my opinion, has just been down. I get he made some noise against the Seahawks, but I saw a whole bunch of turnovers that I didn't like and all too as well. But at the quarterback position, it's hard to argue Jaden Daniels, even with the Commanders struggling through their 1-1 start at least and all. It's fair to put him as the best rookie right now. I just think it's more up for him right now. We're not seeing any type of struggle through him right now. There could be more potential out of him too as well. But do you have another either bad or good surprising team and all before we get into the picks and all?
No, I think we're good.
All right, cool. Then since Vince loves showing off his skills of the picks over the past couple of years and all, this man, I think I had like 70 wins, and this man was like at 100 wins throughout the season last year and all. So, mind you, I was hitting on the Niners and the Eagles, and I was hoping my Pats would win a game and all. So that's why my record did get a little bubbled up and all. But Vince does know his ish at least. No, I think he did mention he went 12-4. You went 12-4.
Yeah, the first week and 8-8 the second week.
8-8 week and second week, and also if you guys are betting people, you guys like to put a little money down on your fantasy on some betting picks and all. Vince does provide some dope analysis in my opinion and all, and I think he can give you some type of dope information for week 3.
You see what happened was, I told my guy Sal to bet the Eagles. They should have won, but what happened was there were dumbasses not running the ball. But that's not nor here nor there. Let's go with week 3. Okay.
Let's go ahead. Yeah, I'll let you run this. You can host this one. I'll give you the picks. Run the picks.
Patriots and Jets. I will say this. I do think the Patriots do have a chance against the Jets. I do believe in the Patriots defense. Tremaine Johnson got hurt. He's out for the year, so that could be a factor. I'm going Jets. And they're at home. But it wouldn't surprise me if the Patriots, because I think the Patriots OC is way better than the Hackett. So I'm going Jets for now, but it wouldn't surprise me if the Patriots upset.
I'm going with the Pats. The Pats are dealing with or having a similar type of streak against the Jets like the Vikings have against your Niners, honestly. Mm-hmm. I thought that would finally end in this game, honestly, but the way this defense has showed out and the way the Jets... I don't like how the Jets have looked in the first 2 weeks, honestly. I feel like they should have handled the Titans defensively a little bit more, honestly. So that's why in the short week, with Ramondre Stevenson, that O-line running the way they're running, I expect them to have a big running game against this Jets defense and all. I think this defense for on the Pats side can shut down whatever the Jets are offering, and I'm a big fan of Garrett Wilson and all too as well. But the Jones brothers, not related at least, but Christian Gonzalez and Kyle Duggar, I think they can do a number on Garrett Wilson throughout the game and all. I haven't seen the Jets run the ball effectively with Breece Hall. Someone's going to have to tell me that they ran well against the Titans. I didn't see that type of tape against the Titans where Breece Hall ran well. Someone can change my mind about that. I just don't think they're running the ball well right now. I'm going to go with the Pats in this. I'm not sure who's favored here. I would think it's the Jets. I would think by like 3.5. Yeah, nothing too crazy at least and all. We're early. This is Tuesday, so this is early with the picks at least and all. But I like the Pats and all into this game and all. I like their defense, and I think they can come and win a 20-17 type of game against the Jets.
Okay. This is going to be an easy pick, even though I don't want to pick this team, but I have to because they're playing the fucking Giants. Browns over the Giants in Cleveland.
Yeah, I gotta go with the Browns. The Giants show that they can score a bit, but it was on a bad defense at least and all. The Browns' defense at least showed out. I would argue Jacksonville has no idea what they're doing offensively, so I feel like that's why they kept the Jaguars under 20 and all. But these are the Giants. It's hard for me to trust Daniel Jones going on the road and putting up some type of performance. They don't have their same running back no more and all too as well. I could say the Browns win convincingly, but in a 22-7, 22-10 type of game at least.
Ralph's neighborhood. Right, it's right to his neighbors. That's his neighbors from Georgia. It's gonna be the Eagles at Saints. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm gonna do it. Cry, Eagles, cry. I'm going the Saints at home. Let's fucking go. I'm gonna play my guy Derek Carr for my sleeper, and I think he's gonna get more points than Jalen Hurts. Go ahead.
I'm with you. The Eagles' defense has not looked good over the first 2 weeks.
No.
Atlanta's offense is in a bit of a mess right now. But when we saw Bijan Robinson run that ball, he was running that ball and all. Kirk Cousins just got comfortable in the last 2 minutes. If he was comfortable enough throughout the whole game, I think he could have shown that and all against that team. Because look how London played Slay in that corner there too as well, left them sleeping and all. Against this Saints offense right now, the way they're looking and all, no Bradbury there too as well. Vic Fangio is an imposter of what the real Vic Fangio used to be and all. I expect the Saints to put up some points and all. I would have given the Eagles a chance to score, but A.J. Brown is apparently out for the next couple of weeks and all. I do think he's their big, he's their big playmaker and all. Devontae Smith, I do like him, but you know he's their intermediate guy. I do get he can have some big playability, but you know how I feel about Hurts. If Brown ain't there, I don't think Smith can really explode like that. So I'm going with the Saints too as well. Not convincingly, because even though I say the Eagles are struggling offensively, I do think they'll score their points at least and all. Saquon Barkley's still there. After that drop, he's going to show out and all. I trust him that much and all to show up after at least a moment like that by dropping that pass and all too as well, even though I wouldn't completely blame him. The catch before in that same situation, Jalen Hurts threw it behind you. You were a yard short in the end zone, but that's just me and my hate shit. But I'm going with the Saints though. Give me a 35-20 type of game though. But at home, the way this offense is humming, Eagles has not. That's my real thing right now. The Eagles defense looks the same from last year, Vince. You know, you can score on this defense. And the way the Saints are moving, I don't think the Eagles have a chance of slowing them down. Give me a 34-22 type of win for the Saints.
As Ralph Mentor always says, Eagles fans, Andrew Jarrell Jones, homeboy, and waste management. I'll just leave it at that. Okay, Texans and Vikings. Bro, I can't believe I'm going to make you laugh here in your audience, but Minnesota just DM'd me. You're going to laugh at this one, and I don't give a shit what stats he gives me. He says the Vikings are 5-0 all-time against the Texans per whatever. Will they bump into 6-0 on Sunday? I do think this is going to be a good game, but I'm going with the better overall team, better quarterback. I'm going to Houston Texans in Minnesota. What about you?
I'm going with the better team in Houston, too, as well. I don't think it's that much better, and I can't believe I'm saying that, honestly. I didn't think Minnesota would have this. I knew they have a good defense, why I like this division in the first place, because all teams have things to like on both sides, honestly. But as much as they're playing well defensively, I'm going to trust C.J. Stroud a little bit more over Sam Darnold, even though Sam Darnold's had this great start and all. This Texans defense is underratedly good, honestly. I did not know Al Shahir went from Tennessee over to that team, too, as well, at the linebacker position, too, as well. So the fact that the front seven is that beefed up,
I guess his former team.
Against his former team, yep. Will Anderson did his thing in Sunday Night Football too as well, and I believe he'll show out too as well. I think that difference going for Sam Darnold, I think this is by far the best defense he's faced. No, let me not disrespect the 49ers and all. So this is the second best defense he's faced at least, no. But I don't know. I feel like the Texans have something going, honestly. The first two games, to me, were impressive. I don't think the Vikings are that type of team to slow their momentum down and all. I do think that their pass rush is going to get Sam Darnold a little bit fluttered. I trust C.J. Stroud against the Vikings pass rush and Brian Flores, who's going to come up with a scheme to get him a little bit more flustered, but I trust him to bow out of it in the second half at least and all. Sam Darnold, even though his last drive was dope against the Niners, I'm going to hold his past against him right now and think C.J. Stroud's going to have a better game and he's going to have the edge over him. But this is a close game. I'll give you a 32-28 type of football game, honestly. It's close. It's a good game. More of a good game than I would have thought going into the season for sure. But it's a good one.
This should be easy. 3-2-1. Oh, sorry. Wait, I'm sorry. I got to play the noise real quick. I'm so sorry. We love you, men, too. Bucks over Broncos at Tampa Bay. It's easy. Same for you?
Yeah, okay. Easy for me. Bucks are better than Bucks are good, so yeah.
Okay, now what about this? Malik Willis versus his former team. Now, JB would laugh at this, right? I mean, he wouldn't give a shit. But listen, I can't believe I'm saying this. I can't believe it. I got Malik Willis and the Packers beating Tennessee in Tennessee. I think if we'll leave it just be like good, I think Tennessee can win this game in Tennessee. But I don't want to do this, but I gotta pick the Packers. I gotta do it.
I'm with you. It's hard to trust Will Levis right now, or Will Levis, in this type of situation and all. Malik Willis is going to prove he's not going to do anything to lose the game. I thought Josh Jacobs would be a big part of the Packers against the Colts. I didn't think he'd do enough like that to win. But facing a better defense, at least on the Titans, but this is a opportunistic Packer defense. and they'll have their chances with Will Levis at the helm and all. So I expect a defensive game, but give me the Packers in the 20-17, maybe a 20-14 type of game and all. It should be close because of their defenses.
Speaking of inaccurate, Caleb Williams versus Anthony Richardson. Oh my goodness gracious! Oh god!
Watch your houses. Where is this? Oh, this is in Indianapolis, so they're in the roof, so nobody has to worry about their
I will say this. I will say this. I do think the Bears will make it close because of their defense, but I trust the Colts at home, so give me Colts.
Really? I'm going with the Bears, man. I think the Bears have looked good in what they've shown, at least and all, especially offensively and all too. I don't think they're that bad. I just wish they would feature Khalil Herbert a little bit more, honestly, because they can't run the ball with Swift right now. I think that's what's really getting Caleb Williams to have not the yips at least and all, but have his feet shuffling in the pocket and getting these bad sacks at least and all, and then now these bad interceptions at least and all. But I expect a change from the Bears. I do expect them to flip up what they're doing offensively, because if they continue this, Caleb Williams is going to look very bad. He'll probably be looking like Bryce Young at the end of the season too, as well, with just looking bad at least and all. But because I don't think the team will look as bad as the Panthers at least and all. But give me the Bears in a surprising game. I like their defense and all. Anthony Richardson, I don't trust right now. This is the type of defense I wouldn't trust him against. So I like the Bears in another close game, honestly. But I do expect them to win this one on the road.
Manny Ravuso's favorite quarterback, Skylar Thompson, versus Geno Smith. Give me Seattle.
Seattle. What an impressive win in New England. This game this game is at home. So yeah, this game should be easier as an AFC East opponent. Seattle, I feel like this should be a blowout.
I swear to God, if Skylar Thompson wins, that'll be funny as hell. Okay, let's move on. 3-2-1, Raiders over Panthers. Let's move on.
Raiders.
Yeah. Anyway, so let's move on. Niners at Rams. Rams are depleted. I do think the Rams will fight, but I think Niners. It's going to be a Niners home game. And even though without Debo for 2 or 3 weeks, I do think the Niners will win barely. Yeah. I think they win by 10, and I'll take it. And my guy Roscoe will be at the game. Every time my guy Roscoe's at the game, the Niners win. So give me Niners by 10.
I'm with you. Niners should be a blowout too as well. Rams, to your point, just depleted, and we saw that against the Cardinals last week. It should be Niners in an easy one. Rebound too from their loss against the Vikings too as well. Should be no reason why they don't dominate this game.
Rob Mentor, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'm going to do it. It's at home. They struggle with mobile quarterbacks. I can't believe it. I'm going Cardinals beating the Lions at home.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. The Cardinals are just that good, honestly. I'm going to stick with the Lions because, third team at least and all too as well. But I do expect Ben Johnson to run the football. This needs to be a time of possession type of football game. I don't want to see the Cardinals, Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison on the field more than 30 to 40 minutes in this football game. Because you have Montgomery and Gibbs and that offensive line, you should be able to command this game. This is their first game where they should be depending on the run game because of that offense on the other side. Because of that reason, I do expect them to have time of possession and win this game 25-18. It's still it's still a football game at least. Cardinals, when they get the football, should be able to move it. Because of their talent. I do think the Lions can make a play here or there, but the time of possession needs to happen, or I'm with you. The Cardinals will win this football game.
This is going to be easy pick. It's not even going to be close. I believe in the better defense, so give me Ravens over Cowboys. Go ahead. In Dallas.
Ravens. Yeah, give me Ravens over Cowboys. I don't think the Cowboys are that type of team to respond from a bad loss, so give me the Ravens.
Shout out to Dr. Tech. Okay, anyways.
Before you go to the Sunday night game, I feel like you missed one game on the 1 o'clock, Chargers and Steelers.
Oh shit! I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good because it's a good game. But that's why I wanted to mention it.
There was a reason, but anyways.
Okay.
Give me a guarantee. It's gonna happen. I think Jim Harbaugh is gonna go to Pittsburgh because the Steelers' win weren't pretty, and Jim Harbaugh's smart. He's going to run the ball. It's going to be a grinder. I think the Chargers win by 10 in Pittsburgh. Give me a guaranteed. I got the LA fucking Chargers. They're going 3-0.
Yeah, I'm with you too as well. Wow, battle of the 2-0 teams too as well. Yeah, I forgot about that too. But I gotta go with the Chargers. Fields hasn't looked good. I haven't been convinced of Justin
No.
Fields and all. What Jim Harbaugh is doing with this defense and all, they could be that first. I think this could be the first tough defense Pittsburgh has faced throughout the season. Falcons are good, but I don't think they're as good as they could be right now. And the Broncos are the Broncos at least and all. The Chargers seem ready to play. They have impressive win against the Raiders and all. They shut that team down after scoring 23 points on the Ravens and all on the road. And who they face? Obviously they faced the Panthers and all. And they did what they were supposed to against the Panthers and all. So, but I do trust this defense enough to play with Justin Fields and all. Justin Herbert is a better quarterback. They got enough weapons, even though none of them are better than George Pickens. But they got enough weapons to move the football down the field and all. But I'm with you. I think the Chargers can easily win this game and all. And finally, bring the question back. Is Russell Wilson coming back to start for the Pittsburgh Steelers and all? I don't see. Yeah, and hell no. But I think the questions come out because of the loss for the Steelers at least. No, but I'm with you with the Chargers winning this game.
Yeah, go get pregnant again with Sierra. Anyways, let's move on. Okay, Chiefs and Falcons. Well, actually, my bad. Chiefs and Atlanta Hawks. Anyways, with that being listen, my advice for the Falcons. My advice for the Falcons. Get ready for fucking Taylor Swift. It's a battle between Taylor Swift and the fucking Chiefs. I can't stand those bastards. And good luck to the refs. Overcome the refs. I got the Chiefs. They're barely going to win. I respect Raheem Morris in that defense. They're going to grind it out, but it's not going to be enough because the Chiefs are going to win. And I hope the Falcons pull the upset. Let's go Raheem. Let's go the brother. But I'm just going to keep it real. The Chiefs are just, quarterback-wise, they should win. No excuses. So I got Chiefs.
Yeah, I got to go with the Chiefs. My only worry with the Falcons, can they run the football on the Chiefs and all? The Ravens didn't choose to run against them, so I don't know if they can stop the run and all. And I didn't see the Bengals having any success running the football and all. So with Zach Moss there, I know he made some big catches outside the backfield at least and all. But I don't have confidence the Falcons can run the football the way they've been running the football, even against the Pittsburgh Steelers and all. I just don't think they can. Yeah, I don't think they even ran the ball well against the Steelers. Bijan Robinson had his moments. They had a good running game against the Eagles. Bad defense. So it's granted that they had a better game at least and all. But it's hard for me to think they're going to be able to run the ball against the Chiefs. Going to have to rely on Kirk Cousins a little bit too often, in my opinion. I don't think he's figured out this offense yet, or at least he's not comfortable in it yet. So give me the Chiefs. It wouldn't surprise me if this turns out into a little bit of a blowout, honestly. Not a 20-point, but maybe a 10 to 15 point, because I just don't trust the Falcons' offense. Their defense may keep them in the game, but Chiefs can go away with it at the end and also. But give me the Chiefs in the 27-17 type of football game.
Yeah. Falcon fans will definitely play Angry Birds after that game. Okay, anyways, let's move on. Okay, by the way, 2 Monday night games. Breaking news. Okay, we'll take it. I don't like I like this second one. I don't like the first one. It's going to be ugly. Give me Bills heavy. And the other game, I hope Jaden upsets the Bengals, but I don't see that coming. I think this is a rebound game for the Bengals because if I'm the Bengals, all you have to do is attack that Commander secondary, and that Commander secondary with that Cam Curl, it's not good. So I'm going Bengals and the Bills, and I can guarantee you that. I do think Jaden Daniels will play well, but I don't think it's going to be enough, Ralph. I'm going to keep it real with you.
Yeah, I'm with you on both sides, honestly. The Commanders' defense is just not good, and with the Bengals coming off a loss like that, I expect Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow to be clicking.
To have a field day, yep.
Yeah, have a field day. Even Zach Moss, he's looked good with them, at least in this week 2, at least, and all. I kind of expect them to have a big game outside the backfield, too, as well. This Commander defense is not good. So even a guy like Zach Moss wouldn't surprise me having a big game and all catching-wise outside the backfield. But I don't think this game is close. Jaden Daniels, I hope he doesn't throw an into. Just show me progress, at least, like he's done over the past couple of weeks. And I'll be happy as long as the Commanders just don't have any major injuries coming out of it. But it's hard for me for them to go into the jungle after the way the Bengals lost against the Chiefs. On that, the way the whole game ended, honestly, the way the offense, Jamar Chase blew up, the defensive calls and all, even too as well on the other side towards the end. It's hard for me to see not the Bengals respond from that. And the Jaguars and Bills, I've given up on the Jaguars, man. Like if they can't show me a 30-point performance, and I don't expect it from the Bills and all, I'm really about to give up on all too as well. Josh Allen, I think, is the best quarterback. Who's played the best quarterback in the league in the first 2 weeks, and I get Derek Carr, Baker Mayfield, and Sam Darnold. But I think Josh Allen is legit. The legit quarterback who's played well consistently and all too as well. I get one fumble loss at least, but everything else he's responded from. I expect the Bills to play a clean game, honestly, and win not a convincing game, but command. They'll have command throughout the whole game, I think, and win 23-13 type of game, honestly, against the Jaguars.
Right, if I told you before the season two Cats teams logos would be 0-3, would you have laughed at me? But now all of a sudden that's going to happen. It's actually going to happen. I can't believe it. But go ahead, yeah.
No, the Bengals we shouldn't be because losing 28-3 to the Titans last year.
That's another Cats team.
That's another one. I know, right? Yeah, I know. It's funny that they're 0-2 as well. That's what's funny about that. But what's it called there? The Bengals shouldn't be a surprise. The Jaguars, I'm disappointed in, at least. Those are two winnable games, honestly, against teams that we don't take seriously moving forward. Or if we do take them seriously, they're borderline playoff teams in the Dolphins and the Browns and all too as well. So, and then obviously the Panthers, we know about the Panthers and all that type of shit, at least. But with the Bengals, at least and all, they are the surprise out of these cat teams, at least and all that you mentioned, at least and all. But I do expect them to make this flip and all. They got a very winnable game against the Commanders at home in Monday Night Football. They should show out and do their thing and get themselves back, at least get themselves in the winning column for the first time, and then get themselves on the roll moving forward. But week 3 should be interesting, honestly. The Saints and the Eagles is by far my interesting game, honestly. Too as well. We got the Texans and the Vikings, interesting game, but it may be a slow week this week. Cardinals and Lions are a good game. That's one that you pointed out too as well. I think
JB is sleeping for the Giants-Browns game, obviously.
Yeah, I would too. And all too as well. The Panthers-Raiders game, Ravens-Cowboys has potential at least. Ravens-Cowboys has some potential, but I have the Ravens.
I have the Ravens. Andy Dalton and Gardner Minshew. God damn it.
God damn. Gotta watch tape on that, huh, Vince?
It's a lot better than watching Easy Stick. So.
Oh, yeah, I'll give you that at least. But we're hitting up. Where we at? We had 2:20. I'm kind of surprised how we did this.
I thought we were going over to the Titanic. God damn it. But
yeah, okay. Real shit. I thought we were going 3.5, 4 hours too and all, but I wanted to add the NBA for it too, so just to give you a chance to talk about it. Before we have some preview things and all. But Vince, I appreciate it, my man. We finally got through it. First time on the show. This will be plenty of times we're going to have Vince on this show.
Of
course. The way I'm planning on it, I want to have him in monthly at least and all until we get to Thanksgiving and all. And we'll have a little bit more thing going on, honestly. But it's just only week 2. I don't want to get too overreactionary. We're trying to avoid that here in the podcast at least. But I definitely wanted to hear Vince's analysis at least too as well.
Thank you.
See how we feel about the league and all too as well. We got a lot of bad play right now, but again, it's only week 2. It should change up and all. Injuries do factor into why the teams like the Rams are not playing so well right now. But it's early and all. Teams do come out of nowhere too as well, similarly to the Saints and the Vikings coming out of nowhere. There will be some teams in the second half and all. But again, Vince, I do appreciate it, man. I appreciate you going along with me and all too as well and all.
Of course.
Definitely start speaking. We'll definitely speak again soon and all. Definitely give it a month and all too as well. Definitely figure out when to bring you in and all too as well. But if anything else you wanted to mention to the audience and all too as well, if you want to give out type of social media stuff too as well, this is your time and all before we close.
Well, once again, I'm proud of you for doing your show, Ben. Keep grinding, and you guys can follow me at Vince Saiz. I have two accounts, a podcast account and obviously my other account as well at Respectable Vink. Obviously. That's my other account. My other account is Vince Saiz 824. I'm doing a podcast tomorrow with my guy Ben Farrick. Looking forward to that. We're recapping week 2, and obviously week 3 of the college football season as well. I'm looking forward to that. The only thing I'll say is this: at least we're good people. At least we're not sending our 8-year-olds in an SUV going to Target.
Yeah, and I just read more about that too as well. Homegirl did shopping too as well and all. That's some itch right there and all too as well. She knew what she was doing.
Listen, I'll just end this with a good note. At least we're not believing in big forecasts and dogs, and I'm done.
Bruh, 2024, man, to your point, what you texted me yesterday and all, it's a crazy year and all. Now Diddy just got arrested, can't even make bail and all too as well. That's some crazy ass year we have going on.
Shout out to my guy Ralph and JB. This is why, listen, sometimes they don't watch football because of quarterback reasons, but I'll just say this. Thanks, shout out to the NBA because my guy Ralph Mentor and JB likes the NBA more than the NFL, which I don't blame him.
We'll be back next month, people. Next month, and all too as well. I'll have one more episode, talk a little football, week 4. I wouldn't mind bringing Vince back into as well. I have a guest that's been on the show. I like to make it a 3-team type of thing, and no pause type of thing. Yeah, but no, yeah, I'll what's it called there? I'll organize it after this episode and all too as well. But most definitely after week 4, I'll definitely come back and have a football recap, and I'll see where we at, see where these teams are at too as well, and also. But no, thanks again, Vince. About to close things out and all too as well. I appreciate you guys listening and all. Please follow. Please go to the website likeeaglellc.com. See more podcasts all too as well. Check out the social medias and all too as well. We're climbing up. Got like 3,500 site visitors throughout the first 4 months, starting up and all, over 1,000 downloads with the podcast and all. So again, appreciate the audience. The reason why I'm taking time off from recording every week, I am working on a promotion for everybody too as well, and also there'll be some big things coming up from the podcast and the company too as well. But again, thanks to Vince coming on to the Hype Bulletin and all too as well. Episode 22, I think I'm touching right now too as well. So very excited to have him in. We're definitely going to supplement him in with this football talk we're going to have going forward and all. Can't wait for the playoffs and all. But 1 week at a time, as you can see, we're just finishing off week 2 and all. And we'll be coming in soon and all to preview NBA stuff and all. October, I'll have like a top 50 player list and all too as well. You guys can react to, and I'll have myself my previews of the East and West and all next month and all. We're gonna stick to the NFL. The way the WNBA is looking though, Ralph may break into that too as well. And Vince, you got anything with the WNBA? I don't mind going long. We're at 2:20. I don't mind going to that.
You're good. So, I just want to say this. Shout out to Asia Wilson. She's the GOAT of the MVP.
1,000 points, people, in the single season, first ever. For a WNBA player. Yeah, that's Asia Wilson. Yep.
Shout out to my girl Angel Reese. Even though she should win the rookie, I'm kidding. It's going to be Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
It was always going to be Caitlin Clark. But Angel Reese is really good though. Shout out to girl.
Yep.
But I will say this. And listen, I'm not saying they're going to win the championship, but watch out for this team next year because they're going to get a top 5. They're going to get a top 5 pick, maybe even a top 3 pick. If this team can stay healthy, Rickea Jackson can break in that top 5 pick. Watch out for the Sparks.
I agree. You guys are setting up something real nice, honestly, too, as well. Not gonna lie. Imagine if it's top 3. Juju Watkins ain't coming out.
That's
but
2
I'll
years.
Give you it's 2 years. But I'll give you Paige Beckers at least, and that could be an option for you guys. So yeah, I'm with you. I didn't know about Rickea Jackson until this year and all, and she's right there with Ogunwale, if I got her name right, with the Dallas Wings, a dope scoring forward, if I got that right and all.
Yeah.
Her and Rickea Jackson.
Let me ask you this, Ralph. Do you think the Aces is gonna repeat? Do you think the Aces are gonna repeat, or do you think it's gonna be somebody else like the Lynx or Andrew Terrell Jones? Of course, he's gonna mess in New York because he wants New York to have a parade. But let's be real, Ralph. Do you think the Aces are going to win, or do you think the Lynx is going to win?
I'm going with the Aces. I think the next best team are the Lynx. I don't believe in the Liberty, honestly. This is why I may bring some WNBA into the podcast before the playoffs start. The Fever are making me very interested to say that they can beat the Liberty in the playoff series, honestly. I don't believe in the Liberty like that. I've always, I've doubted their toughness issues, honestly. In the Eastern Conference last year, I think they got away with it and all. I don't know this year. I have more questions about them. I like the Lynx a lot. I think there's any team that can dethrone the Aces, though, it's the Minnesota Lynx and all. But the Aces are by far the best team still. I don't care what the record shows or their consistencies throughout the year and all. Asia Wilson's great year right now is proving that they're just fine. Chelsea Gray, again, coming off an injury and all. She looked dope in the Olympics and all. I'm sure she's taking it easy. I know Kelsey Plum is taking it easy throughout the season, too, as well, because I expected her to turn it up and all, too, as well. And there's someone else on their team I'm sleeping on right now. But they got too much there. It looks like a team that's just coasting through the season. I'm not trying to get into any major injuries and all. Chelsea Gray was the major injury to start the season and all. So, no, I don't see anybody really in the way of the Aces except for the Lynx. And that's just they're in the same conference. They've seen each other so many times over the past couple of years. I expect a good series there, but I'll give the Aces a win. And with the Liberties and all, I don't know. I get the hype. They obviously got Breanna Stewart, top 3 player in the league, if not top 4, top 5, if not top 2, wherever you want to put her, honestly. Sabrina Ionescu, too, as well. There's a couple players I'm sleeping on, too, as well. That's how much I haven't watched Liberty basketball season. But I do get the hype with them, but I just think if the Aces are losing to anybody this year, it's the Minnesota Lynx, for sure. Yeah.
And just real quick for your audience to know, by the way, Rob, because just real quick, for college football real quick, there's only 5 teams I'm really high on that I think they have a chance. It's listen, not in order, right? I'm gonna give you Georgia, Ole Miss, Tennessee, Ohio State. Watch out for USC as well. But to me, I think the favorites. I'm gonna give the SEC more of a chance because they play defense. And if I know Ohio State's good, they have talent, but my thing is that look at their schedule; it's a cakewalk. It's not their fault, but you get the idea. So
Yeah.
I'm favoring more the SEC because they play defense, and a sleeper is going to be Tennessee. Watch out for that quarterback. His name is Nico. He's a California native, and shout out to California. I don't know how they do it with quarterbacks, but that's a breed of a state with quarterbacks. But go ahead, yeah.
No, that's fine. Now, teams out. We're going long, and I don't care. This is how much Vince loves his sports now too as well, so it's all fine there. What's it called there? Outside the SEC, who do you like? There's a team that you didn't mention who's got a pretty damn dope quarterback that I love right now. I never thought I would like a quarterback over Shedeur Sanders, but there's a team outside the SEC. Do you think they have a chance? No, I'm not going to mention them. I think you know what I'm talking about.
Is it Miami?
It's Miami and all. Do you think they have?
I forgot about that. They have the talent to do it.
Okay.
I think they can. It's just. Oh shit! I forgot about the other team, Texas too. Oh god damn, it's loaded.
Texas too. Yeah, it's loaded this year. Yeah. Oh. I get you with the SEC point and all. Texas is in there too. It's over Tennessee, Ole Miss, and Alabama and Georgia and all. So I get that point. OSU is obviously a darling outside the SEC and all. But if there was another team and all, and you got it, it's Miami and all. I think it's just Cam Ward. Honestly, he looks like the best quarterback by far. Yeah, I get Carson Beck is in there, and I get Shedeur Sanders in there, but. From the first 3 weeks, at least, on the college football, Cam Ward looks like the best quarterback by far to me, honestly. And if he's playing like that, and the U seem to be back with their talent, they've shown it out over the past couple of years. I remember this turnover chain they've had over the past couple of years and all. So it seems like they're putting it together. But now I hear you with the SEC teams. Those are the teams you should favor and all. And if you're going to pick a team outside of it, OSU is probably your first choice. But after that, I feel like Miami should be another team to be taken seriously this year's college football season, honestly. Yeah.
I think the game to watch for this weekend, and this is for your audience and for yourself, on Illinois versus Nebraska. Shout out to my guy Matt Rule. He's doing the former Temple's coach. He's a really good college coach. Yes, and USC at Michigan. We'll see if I think USC should beat the hell out of Michigan, in my opinion. Because I don't think Michigan's good. Yeah, anymore. Really? It's Jim Harbaugh. That's what happened when Jim Harbaugh leaves, right? It happens. And Michigan lost a lot of players, so I think USC wins by 10. And I think, So, but yeah, I think those are by far the best games this weekend, USC and Michigan, and Nebraska and Illinois. I think there's one more game, Utah at Oklahoma State. And I believe... Okay. Yeah, and I believe that's it. It's like what's the night game? Tennessee at Oklahoma. Oh, that's a good game. That's
another good one too. Yeah, what's that a Red River type of thing? If I got that right.
Yes,
yeah, Red River type of thing also. Yeah.
Yes.
This is what happens living in Atlanta, ladies and gentlemen. I've been introduced to college football where I'm breaking these things down just to a tad. Vince is obviously more doper with that, but no, I've been introduced to college football living here and also.
Of course.
Hopefully
I get a what's it called, that lids hat from your bro. No, I'm kidding. I'm just joking. I'm just going.
Hey, we can make that happen. I can make that happen. I no longer work there, but I can still make that happen. And all. I got a plug still there and all.
Okay, all right.
But no, again, let's just give a shout out to Vince Knoll. Yes. As you can see, look how well versed he is. We didn't even get into baseball and all. But I'm leaving that alone right now. We'll get into that sometime. I don't want to talk about it. Sox just lost again to the Rays 8-3. I just saw my ESPN score. I don't want to talk about baseball. Rob,
but
go ahead. If you want to, though, go ahead.
Rob, first of all, though, my Dodgers just lost to the fucking Marlins.
Oh, really? You guys are fine. You guys are fine.
I told you, bro. It's just because our pitching's getting injured, bro. Let me tell your audience real quick. I'm done.
Yeah. There you go. Go ahead.
Dustin May was supposed to come back in August. This motherfucker injured himself while eating dinner. What the fuck? So my advice: make sure you pick up a fork and spoon and not injure yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Like, what the fuck, man? But anyway, it is what it is, Rob Mentor. So it's all good. It's all good. I do want to shout out real quick 3 baseball players. Shout out to Ohtani, he's breaking the record. And Judge, and shout out to this one player, Bobby Witt Jr. But go ahead, yeah.
What, 45-45 Ohtani, right?
Yes, sir.
Wow, that's crazy. Could get 50-50, I'm assuming, then, too. It's still possible, I would think.
I'll say that he just got his 48 home run today. I wish there was a win, but it was a 48 home run. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's
I thought it was already at 50. That's why. I guess Judge is the only guy over 50 then.
Yeah. Yeah,
okay.
Fuck him. Anyways.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And with that, though, ladies and gentlemen, again, I appreciate listening. Vince, again, shout out to you,
I know
bro.
Rob wants to curse out John Henry, but he doesn't want to, so.
No, that's why I'm not doing baseball right now. I'm not even going to do baseball right now. I don't got time for that. Maybe next year and all. I'm not doing it. But, man, thanks again, bro. I really do appreciate the time and all. 2.5 hours and all. And, again, we're bringing Vince in multiple times and all. Yes. This won't be the last time you've heard of him and all. Just, again,
you're definitely going to be on my show possibly tomorrow if JB's available, but yes.
Let me know. This is what we do, people. We've been doing this for a year, 2 years now, too, as well. Back and forth podcasting. Yes. I finally just legitimize myself and have myself a podcast at least, and I'll join the fray at least.
I just bring Rob for entertainment. He's the Purdy agenda. He's the
Hurts agenda. Yeah, hell yeah. But let's let it go. We can keep going for days and all. This is what we do. Again, if you guys want to hear more from us and all, listen to Vince Saiz's weekday show on Twitter Spaces.
Yes, sir.
The Good Mornings Vince Saiz Sports Show and all, 9 a.m. on the Eastern side, 8 a.m. on the Central side, and 6 p.m. on the Pacific side. But we can do this all day. Let me press this end button and all, too, as well. And all, Vince, again, much appreciated and all. And then we'll talk again soon and all. Appreciate you guys listening.
Peace.